He was obsessed, you see, with finding an appropriate vessel for this power.
Fight with all your heart!
We are supporting Capcom Cup 10 with a total prize pool of over $2 million.
It's showtime, baby!
Wano takes it over Idol!
Alright, you ready? You don't want to miss it! Let him go! Look at the damage! Look at that damage!
Now's not the time for jokes.
Your two-time Capcom Cup champion! It's Menace RD!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the American takeover of the World Warrior event here for the UK and Ireland. The third event for this leg of tournaments, but we're going to see if someone can take down EndingWalker because he's won the past 25 of them. The British guys are sick of calling it. They called us in. Jake Ryan, Mr. Mustafa. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good, my man.
Yeah, doing good. Very happy to be with the fellow brothers in arms, showing what we do best here over in the U.S.
Yeah, having a blast so far. Excited to be on the broadcast. I know it's actually, you said it, it's the American invasion here, and that might be the secret ingredient that EndingWalker is not ready for, all right? The rest of the competition has a target on his back, and I mean, he's doing it with Ryu, dude. Like, everybody's talking on Twitter. I know that you've seen the post. I know that everybody's seen it on Twitch, and he makes that character look like the tier list doesn't make sense, but there's no rules and regulations here. This is the third edition, and like you said, 25 wins in a row, Ringe. Maybe the number's higher. I don't know. Every time I see EndingWalker, I only see W's.
Right. Yeah, and like I was just gonna say, like that's what we have to talk about, right? It's like this isn't just him doing it in Street Fighter 6. This harkens all the way back to literally everything at the end of Street Fighter 5. He claimed all 5 in a row, won the finals, and it's like maybe tier lists don't matter to him. He usurps that. He surpasses it. He's ascended further beyond. He does not abide by the mere the Street Fighter metaphysical rules that the rest of us have to deal with.
That's facts. That's facts. And the thing about, I feel like, the tiers in this game and whatnot is that those characters that are right below the top characters that the discourse is always all about are very capable, and they definitely can win in an environment like a tournament, right? Where at most you're going to play a 3 out of 5. So definitely can get the job done with all those. And I mean, EndingWalker, it just seems like he makes these unorthodox decisions to a lot of players. He just catches people off guard, and nobody can get a solid read on him, right? I mean, like you said, it's been 7 weeks straight. That's the actual legitimate number. It's been 7 World Warrior events in a row here that he's taken first place, right? The first 2 to kick off Street Fighter 6 Grand Finals, he was along with Broski in them. I'm not sure if Broski's in this top 8. I can't recall today, but we got a bunch of heavy hitters whenever we can see that. Let me get it, bruh.
Yeah, no Broski.
EndingWalker and FlawlessDeku, though. Problem X in the 4 fills. If you're familiar with this region, you're familiar with those 4 players, right? Incredible from start to finish, always in the upper echelon of the results. And the losers bracket got some dope stuff as well. Take me through it, Mr. Mustafa, please.
Yeah, so on the loser side, we have, it looks like Pingutaro and Real Menace, who actually are names that I'm not like super familiar with. I think I have seen that maybe it was Real Menace might play Blanca. That might be correct. Yes. And then below that, though, but we do have 2 very familiar household names in Hurricane and Musclenoob. And honestly, if you're somebody who has been watching UK Street Fighter for the past few years, it might surprise you to see 2 people like Hurricane and Musclenoob with the Cammy and the Ken, and characters we have to absolutely highlight, who are among the top of that tier list we were talking about, down in the losers side bracket. So rounding out what we have, you know, the usual suspects, what you might expect, what we have seen time and time again. We've got a couple of weird, maybe kind of like wonky situations that could lead to some really interesting later pushes in the brackets.
Indeed. Yeah. Jake, how are you feeling about this top 8? What's it looking like to you?
You know, I'm just thinking it's going to be the tale as old as time. Who's going to take down EndingWalker? Obviously, FlawlessDeku has the first shot at the aim for the head, right? That's how you have to go for it, because if you miss, I don't know, Ryu's going to get you. He does mad damage with that critical art. And then on the other side, it's like, can Problem X really find his groove? Obviously, was on the Lily beforehand. It's like, how has he adapted? How has he changed up his play style? And what is he going to bring to the table? And then also the question, because we have Aki now, right? And we've been seeing everybody grinding online through ranked. We already have a 2K like MR rated. Like Punk is already at 2K. I saw Snake Eyes playing it the other day. Like, it is wild how much people have already found on the character, and it's going to be a telltale sign. But yeah, can the top tiers overcome in the loser side, or is it going to be the Endingwalker story once again? That's what I'm really excited for.
And can I just give a shout out to production? I'm really liking the light show on the graphic.
Yeah, right.
Right now, I'm a big fan.
It's like we're going through hyperspace.
Yeah, so this is all my vibe. I love it. Yeah. But yeah, man, this top 8 is looking star-studded as well, as you mentioned right here. We got Problem X, who last time I saw him was playing the Blanca, which anybody that picks Blanca, thumbs up from me. I think that's a great decision.
Right. Yes. And you know, I'm seeing the ticker down at the bottom that, again, shout out to production, you guys are the goats, but we see that a few of the people we have in the top 8 here are actually just outside of that already solidified top 8 spot. We've got Problem X, Four Fills, and FlawlessDeku, all just outside the top 8 range. So these matches for them, specifically Problem X and FlawlessDeku, are going to be super important for them to try and etch their way in, as you know, because we're only a few weeks away from the finals, and this isn't like, you know, top 2 or top 3 get that spot in Capcom Cup. You have to win the bracket to secure your spot and punch your ticket, and if you want that shot at that $2 million prize pool, you can't mess around.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, loving that too. And like we said, you know, these spots are important, and top 4 is even more important too, because for the World Warrior, not only are you looking for that top 8, if you are in the top 4, you get 2 lives, and if you're in the bottom 4, starting out in losers is no small feat. It doesn't happen often. We actually just saw it happen for another, I remember, yeah, it was NL on the Luke that made it happen. Speaking of Luke, FlawlessDeku right there, fighting out against Endingwalker. New versus old. It's Ryu versus Luke to start out our first match. Let's get it. Oh,
that's true. The tale of the 2 protagonists. They actually put shoes on Ryu and took them off Luke. That's how you know the torch has been passed.
Yeah, that's what it is. They've got the shoes over the telephone line, right? You know, Luke's J's up there. That's how he knows he's made it as a poster boy.
Oh my goodness.
Endingwalker, first sign of Flash Knuckle, just drive impacting it, but drops the combo, leaves a little bit of damage on the table, but a whiff punish right there. Baited him into it too. You see the first whiff just to catch Deku whiffing afterwards? That was nasty.
Oh man, but right out of the gate into the second round, that low forward confirm into the corner carry, and look at that, the damage conversion there, even off of that medium Kickstarter, which does get extra scaling, is so much for a character like Luke.
Man,
and I love the unorthodox decisions. What was that air Tatsu, bro? And somehow it did dodge the anti-air. I don't know if
you're dead.
Got to read that FlawlessDeku doesn't like to do DP anti-air, going with the normal, but as you mentioned, as I'm talking about that, man, it just kills off the remaining health bar.
Yeah, that was a 2-touch sequence right there from Endingwalker after he got that jump in Tatsu. That small delay, it's like you're not expecting Ryu to typically go for that. You'd get that typically from like a Cammy, you know, with the jump in dive kick, maybe the Jury as well. But Ryu coming in with the jump Tatsu, it's like, what is going on? And yeah, the crouch heavy punch absolutely blasted.
Okay, I really respect that attempt from FlawlessDeku to go for the stand roundhouse to try and get over the low forward attempt, but it just wasn't there from him.
I like Endingwalker already representing the DPs on the drive rush cancels, right? Deku trying for the raw, not to he punished, and he thought another one was coming, right? He just let it rip, but Deku didn't let it rip himself.
Oh my, he thought another sandblast was coming, and I'll cash out that whole bar, and he has to spend the 1. That is Ryu going down. Endingwalker extending a little bit too far. Thought he saw green, but it was all red.
These reads are on nightmare difficulty. What is happening right now?
The tower demon, that's Endingwalker.
These are the hardest of reads.
He reads your inputs, man.
Oh man, FlawlessDeku burning himself out there. With Endingwalker nearly at a full stack of green, this could be a really tough spot for FlawlessDeku to try and like actually claw himself out of.
I love that. The bully with the donkey kick too. Oh, big advantage.
Bro, that was a 2-hit combo that did like 30%.
He knows,
yeah.
Bro. He's efficient in every way.
Yeah, just a little bit too far on the DP right there, though. And that was so dang good. Found the window after the perfect parry and able to react. That crouch medium kick is a cancelable normal. Not even.
Oh, no!
Frame kill DP.
Oh, my God. But ending... He makes it work. Bro. He makes it work. We turn those happy accidents into unorthodox wins, and he steals that. That should have been FlawlessDeku's game, but I digress.
When you trade with Endingwalker and both of your characters are still in range, you are losing the next sequence. Like, he is just, I don't know what it is about him. He's always right off those.
Yeah. that was prepared beyond belief. And I mean, we've seen this story in every region so far with Luke, where he is the burnout king. I've never seen a Luke get past 25 seconds and not go into burnout. And this is where EndingWalker just starts to shine. How do you escape the plus frame Ryu? Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. And he's... that level 3, we just saw it the last round, and in the blink of an eye, before you even know it, EndingWalker is up 2-0. And, you know, if you were to ask it's interesting. Thinking back to the end of Street Fighter V, if you were to ask some people did have it that, like, because of the superior Fireball game, Ryu did have a slight advantage over Luke. Now, it didn't exactly matter because of how the tier list kind of shook out and what people were really focusing on in the meta. Nobody was playing Ryu like that at the end of the game. But in the Street Fighter 6, where the drive gauge has kind of like established this like strength across the board, where no character is like really falling short, even somebody like Geef or Lily or whatever, right? Where everybody kind of has this chance because of how strong the system mechanics are. I have to wonder if maybe some of those like perhaps like archetypical tools that Ryu has are carrying over and maybe would offer something of an advantage. And again, this is EndingWalker, right? But he made that look kind of free for the first 2 games.
Yeah, FlawlessDeku's no slouch, right? He took a lot of the WSOs, the offline weeklies, which had people like Hurricane Atan and other really top players in the region. And yeah, to make it look this easy so far, but that's been the story of EndingWalker, right? And you know, man, he is so good at the meter management game as well, right? The level 3s are so explosive. Like rounds in this game where a level 3 happens go by so fast, because if you do double drive rush into level 3, I mean, it's damn near 50%, right? Because depending on the starter, sometimes it's over 50% and the character.
Yeah, and oh man, the ability to dump out that damage too. It's like people understate it. I don't know. I have the fear of God in me. If I'm at 60% against a Ryu, I'm like, I'm in depth. Like that's a kill right there. If he's got resources, I am absolutely terrified. Same thing with the other characters you were mentioning. Like Nephew saying Zangief is scary. Zangief is scary, man. All right, you lose once, you're in burnout, you're done. Like nah, it's over. That's a GG's. That's a shake my hand. Hold this SPD, maybe a running bear grab. Who knows? Because there is no escape from the big man. And, we're taking a little bit of a second here. EndingWalker trying to figure some stuff out here. Yeah, but it's looking good. Again, that 2-0 was incredibly convincing, and it just looked lost for Luke. And, like, Luke has a lot of options here. He's great buttons to really deal with Ryu. He has a faster drive rush. Like, that crouch medium punch is an absolute menace, and we're seeing none of that, really. Like, there was the one round that looked good. We ended with the level 1, and everything else has just been EndingWalker, whether it be a hard read or hard reactions. It's just nothing you can do about it.
I'm glad you highlighted that point, because, we always talk about EndingWalker's reactions because he's so young, right? And it just seems like he has these otherworldly reactions. But I think it's because it's coupled along with that confidence, right? He already is looking for those things. So a lot of the time when they actually happen, he's easily reacting because that's already in the forefront of his mind. And I mean, and sometimes even to a mistake extent, like we saw where he let the DP rip off the first crouch medium kick, right? Like, he just believes that hard that he's going to be right. And I mean, that's led to so much success. You can't really argue with it.
Yeah, I'm thinking about that idea. And again, this harkens back even to the start of his career in Street Fighter V. And I think Ed really took advantage of this. And God help us if Ed is anything like his last iteration when he comes out in a few months. Is I really think one of EndingWalker's strengths as a player is it seems like he has like a super processor in his head. Like the way that the speed at which he plays, the pace that he dictates, and the decisions that he makes are all so fast. And it's like this really frenetic, volatile pace where it's like, again, you get caught with a mistake and then you're thinking like, okay, I kind of already thought that if this happens, here's how I can react. But he's like 2, 3, 4 steps ahead. And next thing you know, again, a character like Ryu, you're getting hit for 30, 40% off of some of these interactions. And you can't just take that.
Like, even when he's wrong, like, the tempo that he creates just makes the other player uncomfortable. Like, we saw with the wake-up Tatsu out of the corner, right? Like, it didn't work. He got punished, but it's still, like, his game. It feels like he's controlling it, right? And that's something that's so hard to wrestle away from him.
Yeah.
Yeah, instilling your will is one of the strongest things you can do in a fighting game. And if you make somebody feel uncomfortable approaching and then on defense, they kind of get stuck and start second guessing any of their options. And in a game of frames, you do not have the benefit to second guess a 4-frame, 5-frame, 6-frame normal. You've got to be able to commit, because if your opponent's ready, you're done for. And Deku, you gotta tap into the gal right now, because Luke is not looking like the pro tag. He said, "Young man, I'm gonna teach you about Shimmy Hendrix, Shimmy Turner, all of them."
I'm glad that Shimmy Hendrix popped the production in the back. That was good stuff. Mark is definitely a Jimi Hendrix fan, 100%.
Absolutely. Dude, that's Luke in the corner. He said, "There must be some kind of way out of here." And he can't get out. That's what happens, man. That's every time I get shimmied, every time a player gets shimmied, that's what should go through their head.
Ooh, the back.
And look at the drive gauge. He's working it. He's doing his best, and there it goes, depleted.
You work in my corner now. I'm Marlo Stanfield. Oh, but he jumped the drive impact. That was so clean. Deku cashing out with the level 2 for damage. Buy him some time on the burnout.
And now he's working on a burnout himself against EndingWalker. Now, are we going to see some of these really hard reads and this brash decision making? Just like this, look at the way he's jockeying in and out of position. You're forcing that whiff punish.
Nice, that's the money button. You highlighted it during the break, Jake. Well done from FlawlessDeku cashing that one out. And yeah, I like EndingWalker not spinning the double drive rush at the end there, right? He needed one more combo for the level 3 for the kill, so going into this round still locked and loaded.
And I really like that situation that EndingWalker created too, off the drive reversal to get the Denjin, and now we're cashing out completely. I think this burns out.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, you are in
that is
dire straits.
It's all about the dream. Drive rules everything around me. And are we going to see Deku actually get himself out of the corner? It does not look like it. Can he cash out and kill? I think so.
Well done from EndingWalker right there. 3-0 as per usual, going into the winners finals for the World Warrior events. A spot he's very accustomed to. We're going to see who joins him in just a bit.
Yeah, masterclass from EndingWalker right there in the corner. And again, it felt like every shimmy connected. It felt like burnout was never on FlawlessDeku's side. And EndingWalker was never in a position, like there was a couple rounds here and there, but that'll happen. Never at a position where it felt he was at a deficit, because each round that FlawlessDeku had to win, he would go into the next round at only 1 bar, maybe even 0 at times. And EndingWalker was just in the driver's seat, say, "I'll hit you once, that's 50%, and then you got to guess, I'll kill you." Like, I'm that optimal. And that's what we got to see.
Yeah, it's FlawlessDeku, man. You never really made a right decision on defense. Like, all the throw baits always landed right. I mean, he just had the read, that he being EndingWalker, though. Oh, let me see those leaderboards, bro. We all know EndingWalker in a firm first place at 100 points. Broski, though, like we said before, got second place at both the World Warrior events previously to this. Now has 80. But yeah, take me through the rest of the list, Mustafa.
Yeah, so you talked about it, Broski, in a very comfortable spot. So even though he did not make top 8 today, he's still sitting pretty, like, he might get jumped down maybe a spot or two if some of these other players do really well. But outside of that, we have Shax in 3rd place with 45 points, Quiggy with 40. Then right below him, actually there are 4 separate people tied for 5th. We've got Lex, Bricterium, I'm Still the Daddy, Musclenoob, all tied with 35. And then below that, we have Mystic Smash and Mouse Problem X tied in 9th with 30 points. 4 Phils and FlawlessDeku tied in 11th with 25. And then AKA Jones, Suleiman, Shivs, and Arismania all with 20. So, like I had highlighted before we actually started the matches, we do see specifically FlawlessDeku, 4 Phils, and Problem X all in a spot here to really like catapult themselves into that top 8 as we do wind down these last couple tournaments and solidify the spots for the final, which I believe is in November, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, this could definitely be a big tournament because there's no Shax, Quiggy, Lex, Bricterium, or ISDD, right? So yeah, like you mentioned, a lot of those guys that we see today could perhaps leapfrog, get into that upper top 4, that all-important winners bracket start for the regional finals. EndingWalker will be there, that's for damn sure.
Yes. We
got Problem X and 4 Phils up next. You can see FlawlessDeku. Valiant effort, he's going to be dropping down to the losers quarterfinals to await the winner of Hurricane and Musclenoob. So tough on the draw for FlawlessDeku, but we'll see if he can get it done. He's beat them before.
Yeah, man. And again, like you brought up, it's like so many people being tied at 5th place and some of the players not being here. It is definitely a situation where those players that didn't make top 8 today are praying for the downfall of their fellow compatriots. It's gonna be a situation where you're like, man, I really hope that EndingWalker doesn't lose and that the collection of these other players perform poorly this time. So it's a lot on the line, especially as we climb up, because everybody at 5th, that's not 4th, right? You want to be in that top 4, and being in that 5th place spot cannot feel comfortable, especially if you're on the outside looking in right now. And we're going straight into our next winners match. Obviously, EndingWalker gave us a resounding 3-0 performance and showed us how fast Street Fighter 6 can really be. Maybe we will see a something that's not a beatdown next. And that's nothing against FlawlessDeku, but EndingWalker, I think he'd beat anybody in the stream chat, anybody on the commentator desk. He'd beat anybody who's the best in your apartment. I don't know, man.
He's hands down one of the best players in the world right now, right? So 100%. Yeah. And then on the other side, so one of these players is going to do some leapfrogging, right? We got the 4Phils and Problem X, who, like you said, is kind of in that sweet spot that's below all of these players that are not here today. And one of them is guaranteed top 3, because whoever wins this is going to winners finals. So let's see. Ooh. Oh, and Problem X is bringing out the Marisa.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I like this pick against JP, right? You have this character that is so dominant in both the mid-range and the zoning, but you have a tank and kind of this King Kong character like Marisa, who just ramps the volatility of Street Fighter 6 up to 12.
Yeah, and I mean, here's the thing. We have seen this matchup across the world, right? We've seen it on the West Coast with 801 Strider fighting a myriad of different JPs. You've seen it in Japan with Shuto fighting Fenrich and everyone else in the Street Fighter League Japan. And the last time I saw this matchup at the highest level, Shuto said, I feel like I'm going to win this. And Fenrich absolutely the hell out of him. But 4Phils is having different situation happen here because Marisa the Gorilla is she's on the top of the tower.
Nothing came out after the backdash right there. I thought Problem X was looking for the throw whip. Oh, he'll look for another Fierce. It's all good.
And, talking about Marisa too, and we just saw it right there, something that's really going to help out in this matchup. Although her drive rush is pretty slow, it goes so far. So if you get the right reaction or read, you're going to potentially blow JP up from full screen for like 60%.
Especially with that stand Fierce, right? Because that stand Fierce also moves her forward. So coupled with the drive rush, it goes a really long distance.
Oh yeah. And now we're going to see how Problem X can re-approach here. But the 4Phils is the one putting the pedal to the metal. I really like this double portal setup. And that catches Problem X heading forward. Is this not? Nah, no way. You're dead! No, he didn't spend
the level 1. That was a really clean pickup. Really
Dude, I gotta tell you, with 4 bars of drive gauge on Problem X's side, literally he is one touch away from winning this, and 4Phils could regret this for the rest of the tournament.
Man,
4Phils is very scared right now. Oh, I'm surprised he got hit by that.
And he burned himself out.
Oh, bruh, it's one touch. We gotta see. Man like Problem X finding a way. And that is going to be the kill. That's going to be the game. GG.
Oh my god. He could have killed with a level 2. That's how much damage he did off the jump in.
We are spending on the first date.
I like to be greedy in this game. I really like going into the last round, especially when I'm down around with plenty of meter to win that last one. But against Marisa, you can't do it, bro. It's the one character you gotta hold back on.
That's illegal activity. And that's the thing, 4Phils had the kill, but I think, wasn't confident to go to the next round without that bar. And it's that hesitation, that one moment that really determined the first game. And Problem X is unstoppable here. Jesus.
The perfect after the stand Fierce block. Super sick.
Taking his turn back there with the OD Ghost. Does get some space. 4Phils out of the corner now. We're back at the mid screen. But Problem X is still in a very commanding position. He gets to take all this. He gets to manage his drive gauge in a much easier way. He doesn't have to feel forced to do anything.
Oh, 4Phils. Nice recognition. All right, mothership. We've gotten instructions.
We've actually had information transposed into our brains. The overhead right into the noggin. That's a knuckle sandwich right there. JP already had lunch. He didn't want any more. Oh, and again the counter hit. He just knows.
Yeah, that was a sick round start from Problem X right there. A lot of confidence in that button. A lot of confidence in the anti-air, but that's a little misplaced.
Yeah.
Watching this, I can remember when Marisa first came out, and we were watching Adele Big Bird really put in work, make that character look cheap as hell. And I remember thinking to myself, telling my stream chat, man, this character reminds me of, Season 2 Abigail, but like more stable, like better. And now, who do we might remember played Season 2 Abigail in Street Fighter V? None other than Problem X.
Man, that was one of his most successful runs.
Yes. He's got to feel comfy.
Oh, but he's getting zoned out right now. Hard to feel comfortable full screen against JP. No
Here's the
matter
thing, though.
character.
If you get to that mid screen, you just have to walk through the obstacle course. One touch kills 4 fills here, and that's all Problem X knows. Once you get to this range, it's one drive rush away. This actually might be enough. No.
Oh, you're dead.
Yeah, you're dead. Oh,
You
my
are
God,
dead.
That's all it took. You gotta be kidding me, man.
Dude.
4 fills 2 times in a row? Nah.
Bro.
Not enough. It's a pixel. Oh, no, it wasn't.
No. Dude, you cannot be greedy with this character. You have to spend it. And again, it's the same thing that applied in Street Fighter V with Abigail. It's like that character, all it took was one touch and you were cooked. And it's like you have to change your approach.
And what was so strange to me was that 4 Fills was the one that walked forward in that instance. Like, he had these a full screen, and he was just like, well, I'll just walk forward a little bit. And yeah, I mean, Problem X's crouch medium punch placement has been so on point.
Yeah, it just takes that
he tried
one.
to get in there. That was nice from 4 Fills. Good spacing.
Yeah, we're seeing some adjustments, but now the OD amnesia, this is going to be a huge confirm. But the biggest thing is we're back to full screen, and you only got 1 brick to work with, and no more life to work with as well. Problem X knew they had to move forward, and 4 fills caught that quickly.
Yeah, that opportunity for 4 fills there to actually get some breathing room winning that round. It's like he is still at a massive deficit, but the important thing is he has a little bit of momentum on his side. It doesn't feel quite as much pressure going into this second round.
I like to make the basketball analogy. If you got to see one go in, right? To start catching fire. So that'll always do some confidence for you. Again, now spacing nicely, making him whiff the stand fears. Getting some clean punishes on it. See if 4 fills gets comfortable, but just as I say that, he finds the stand fears. He finds the dub. Now on set point.
That is the second time we've seen that punish right there. And even though 4 fills was able to answer once, Problem X going back to the well, but the neutral jump starts us off strong. Back to full screen, lady.
All right, just trying to bait out what this is. This is trying to bait out this drive gauge management. You know, hoping he'll overextend a little bit with these tap parries, lower his drive gauge a bit. But Problem X just doesn't care. The way that he's placing his buttons and ramping up his offense when he recognizes there's blood in the water just gives him the benefit of the doubt more often than not because of the damage disparity.
That's some wild stuff from Problem X right now. Look, he even walked back. He was like, you know, I'll play my spacing. He's not scared of being full screen against this character. Honestly, 4 fills hasn't shown him too much to be scared of.
Oh yeah, and now again, 1 touch can really do it. I mean, even here, 4 fills knows that the right starter is going to be death. And that's so good. The drive gauge is not on their side, but again, the perfect parry is the starter. To the corner we go. No, not yet.
Okay, but man, look at the drive gauge. This is going to lead to burnout. I don't think he'll be able to kill from this particular sequence. I don't think.
It's going to be a pixel in a dream. It might just be over.
Close. It got real close. I'm not sure. Okay, I think it's a pixel, yeah.
Yeah, but again, the burnout. Oh man, how do you escape 4 fills? Where's the critical art? And there is nothing.
Say less, fam. We
Say
got
less,
the
Say less.
from Problem X. And what a knee too, man. That knee was so violent to burn him out into the immediate Gladius for the chip right afterwards, the 1-2 to seal the set. Yeah, Problem X looking like a monster on that character.
Yeah, that was disgusting. Oh man, he literally was looking at EndingWalker and he says, "In a bit, bruv, in a bit." That's what he was saying. That is what he was saying. He said, young man, I'm an Evo champ. I'm an Evo champ. In a bit, maybe you will. Say less, bruv. Say less. Say less, bruv. Say less. That is what we saw there. But yeah, Masopoulos, tell me about that match. Like, you even brought it up beforehand. You thought Marissa, you know, the King Kong of the streets, was able to do it, and yeah, it definitely it worked out. On paper, it doesn't seem like it does, but on the screen, it was a different story.
Well, so you have to think of a few different things, right? It's like, one, she has above average health. She is one of 3 characters in the game that don't have that base 10,000. Now, it's only 500 extra for her and Honda, but when it comes down to a game like this, like especially where, especially where guts scaling isn't a thing, the way that you manage your health bar is a lot different. But on top of that too, like, again, her drive rush is really underrated, I think. And then of course it's the damage disparity that really plays out in her favor. Like, JP does good damage, but it's not Marisa damage, and we just saw that there. But before we get into the next match, where it will be, or winner's side rather, that is Problem X and EndingWalker, we do have losers matches to get into, and that first one will be Pingutaro versus Real Menace. Now, are either of you familiar with Pingutaro? That's not a name that I recognize. Real Menace, I think we had established, does in fact play Blanca, but Pingutaro is not a name. Tekken player, okay, gotcha. Yeah, fair enough. But are either of you guys familiar with Pingutaro, or is that a name that's new to you guys too?
Nah, man. I even tried to do research before the top 8, and I could not find anything. So this is a mystery man to me.
Yeah,
that's exciting.
And here's the thing: we're about to be introduced, and hopefully we are pleasantly surprised, because that's the great thing about Street Fighter 6. We have seen players from multiple games come in and show strong performances early on, and we have seen many of the mainstays from other games really show these resounding performances as well, right? You have, your Tokitos, your Menas, your Punks, your Idoms really showing up, your Big Birds, your Angry Birds, and then you have all these other players coming from, whether it be anime games, like 3D fighters, you name it, and they are showing up strong. Like, I know we had Naji at first, we had MK players really strong in the beginning, like Sonic Fox was absolutely cooking on JP, and even KOF players. Reynolds got second in the SoCal West Coast. It hurts. Sorry, Capcom West Coast, it hurts, man. But I mean, Snake Eyes again, the old guard, best in the West Coast for years and years and years, and he's like, "Yep, I'm still here, guys."
You can see that globally too, right? With the likes of like Fenrich and Bomba Bomb being a part of SFL. I mean, it's happening all around the world, baby. Street Fighter 6 taking the FGC by storm, and everybody's trying to get their grind on it. It's a beautiful thing to watch, right? I love seeing players from all types of communities clash, because you can always see like the DNA in the games that they come up with represented in their play style, right? So that's something that's really cool. Yeah, my man El Jefe right here on the Blanca. I think this character is broken.
El Jefe.
But,
so cheap.
Yeah.
Dude, so cheap.
I think that people at like the bell curve get frustrated at Blanca for the wrong reasons, and when you get to the higher level, this character is bananas. Absolutely like asinine. He is so strong, and not enough people are talking about Blanca.
Yeah, this character is a menace. They're very fitting for someone like that name to play him, honestly. Look at the stand heavy kick.
Bro.
That was ridiculous. That anti-air from half screen on a neutral jump, bro.
And he got the pickup after because of the slide. Like, apparently. Okay, there it is, the perfect parry into the back throw. I like this corner position, and more importantly, draining that extra bar of drive gauge. Now, it doesn't matter much right now, but look at this. He's already below half a bar.
Yeah, and the thing that's so scary here, too, is like going for the drive, the perfect parry on the anti-airs can start to cost you real quick, and Real Menace is starting with the throw loops. Will Pingu show the OD amnesia? No shot.
Not just yet. Takes him to full screen again, put the projectiles on him. Has the portal, make him think twice. Good management so far.
But burnt out there off of the OD dive kick from Blanca. And that forward throw is going to do it. First round goes to Real Menace.
And Real Menace really established the throw in that round. So be careful, my man, reaching, going forward.
Yeah, and the hardest part, too, is like even on that OD ball, he was plus, and it's Lightning Beast time. Straight to the corner we go. Show me the little guy setups. I want to see. It's mix-up central. Oh, page the amnesia. I forgot. How do I block this setup? Oh, I don't? He's wild. Dead. Yeah, he's gone.
No, not quite. He didn't build on level 1.
You're right.
The amnesia worked this time. Burns himself out with the combo, though. You better one-turn this man, fam.
Dude. If there's a character that can do it, it is JP. He is messed up, and he forces the burnout here into the level 2. What's the mix-up going to be? You can't block forever.
All right, he's one-turning him. He's doing it.
Yeah, you can practically make that unblockable with the level 2 when they're in burnout, because you can't parry. And yeah, dude, Solitaire is looking good right here. All the cards lined up. Pingutaro.
This man is a campaign gamer.
That was really good.
That was... He's chilling with his shoes off. He's just going through the walk-in chat. He does not mind this extended dialogue, this filler. He's played a single-player game or 2 in his life.
Dude, he played all the floodgates. He says, "You have no mana. You can't play."
Look at this stand heavy kick again, and it was counter hit. I get rewarded. Give me the Blanca chance setup. Oh, good tech.
It's still there. Oh, and now got him off screen. The level 2 comes out again, trying to take as much pressure as possible. Not an unblockable here, but still gets caught by the Eye Ghost.
Okay, now we're back to neutral, and we see Pingutaro with a little bit of breathing room, close to building up that drive gauge back. Not out of the woods yet.
He finally has it here, but definitely at a big meter deficit. His range is nice, but yeah, he can pop off with an OD Blanca ball and a level 1 for the kill. Real Menace taking the first game.
Where you going, fam? Where you going? I'm the Menace on the screen. You cannot escape. All right? This is my street. I'm fighting. Give me a parry. Give me a bar.
All right, we see Real Menace here running the offense, forcing the issue here, but now the turn goes back to Pingutaro, for also close to burning himself out, but now with some breathing room to gain some of that drive gauge back.
Absolutely. I just like that the production is acting like a ventriloquist with Jake in the back.
They have my there's no strings on me. I can't help myself, all right? I want to make this happen. Dude, I'm just out here. We got ventriloquist.
Is he gonna pop off with the OD Blanca ball? No, tries the live Blanca ball to recover in time, but gets spiked anyway. Oh, all the spikes, Road Warriors, bro.
Yeah, Mad Mac.
Let's see.
Oh, Lightning Beast install. You know what it is?
Whoa, that had to be an input error right there. Maybe try to go for up ball. Just didn't get it. What's up ball? That's the question I ask myself every day. Back to the corner we go. Oh, no shimmy bite. And it doesn't matter. I got another Blanca ball and 7 golden letters on the screen for you.
Man, that's such a strong tool. Being able to like kind of errantly throw in that Lightning Beast Blanca ball, and you have so much time afterwards to recognize whether or not it hit. It's like such an easy confirm.
Man, Real Menace. Yeah, he's definitely been running amok so far in this set. Pingutaro. I mean, the Blanca is like the hardest character to get comfortable against, right? So like even on somebody as powerful as JP, you're gonna second guess a lot of your decisions.
Yeah, and I think too, it's like the wide variety of Blancas you're gonna run into because they can change their modes at any time. We can go all balls, or we can go all call solid play.
That was unfortunate.
And that was good. No perfect parry. Yeah, no punish.
No drive rush. Yeah.
Okay, parrying these projectiles here, but we do see Pingutaro Real Menace slowly but surely inching their way in and gaining that corner position to put Pingutaro into the corner. But right back at you there is that rainbow ball into the slide.
Dude, I love every time you said slowly or breathing, Real Menace goes in.
That hop to like basically cross up the regular tech or cover the back tech was super good. Oh, and then catches him flinching on the dash up, crouch medium kick. Can't put him away yet.
Oh, we've seen it before. Yo, this is how it starts. He's gonna burn him out here.
It's gonna be close.
Oh, he dropped it. Yeah. Oh my God.
He's burnt out, and that is checkmate. Actually, he could have level 1, but now that is it. The comeback match. Wow, Pingutaro staying alive. 1-1. We got ourselves our first real set of the day.
Yeah, like you said, Jay, he could have leveled 1, but like when the drops were happening and it got so scrambly, right? Like it just clouds your thought process a lot of the time. I think he just got caught in the lights.
There's too much stuff going on, all right? I was not ready for the JP train. He's supposed to hit that combo.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like when it goes hairy, like in a way you don't expect, it ends up happening like that.
Immediately catching him off guard, but the cross up there from Pingutaro. Now he has him in the corner, forced to parry is Real Menace, and his back is to the wall. How's he gonna fight out?
Oh, perfect.
Kick was defeated.
The answer all along was the deep jump in.
Yeah.
It happens from time to time, to be fair, but it still surprises me every time.
He's really gotten a lot of mileage out of that. That fake light ball into the throw.
Yeah, and you have to be so ready. Oh, again, trying to get fish for the shimmy. Gets the throw. Now Pingutaro has to be so cognizant. You've been getting thrown consistently, and finally jab checks the short ball. That's what you need to do. If you time it right, you get a punish counter. Oh, no. And I talked about it in the first game. The anti-air parries, if you show them every single time, you're going to start getting thrown. And Real Menace cleans that up fast.
Wow, I did not know that was the second round already.
Yeah, I know, right? Dude, I looked at it again. I'm like, oh, that's game 3. You're crazy.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I do have to say, I think we will have to start seeing an adjustment on these anti-air attempts. And what I might want to see from Pingutaro is jump back jab, jump back medium punch, whatever it is. Just get yourself out of there so you aren't dealing with this like empty jump mix-up.
Yeah, that's true. Definitely. That's one of the ways to expose that crouch fears from JP as well as the parry, right? So I think it's a good answer for both of his primary anti-air options.
He heard me, but it didn't work out.
Nah, dude, it's so consistent and it's so safe too.
And it's one of those things that takes you out of that stand fierce range and then can still punish it during the recovery, right? It's so good.
Ah,
Man,
give me another.
He's bullying him now. He's really exploiting the fact that like he's so unsure of his defense when it comes to like throws. He really doesn't have a consistent answer.
We're looking to parry some of the projectiles. We'll see if he takes a command throw. I doubt it at this point, though.
Yeah, we haven't seen it represented just yet, so I mean, Pingutaro got to start showing the tools on the table, and I really love that spacing for the ball. No. Oh, man, here we go. Time to party. To the corner we go, and now it's for Blanchet-Sean's setups. What's it going to be? Besides just a jab. Trying to bait something out once again. Level 2, let's see.
Activates his own level 2, yeah, making sure that he can try and burn some of that super gauge from Real Menace. Get something of a, not quite a life lead. He's about evened it up.
Oh, and just pop off with the ball. Set up the Blanchet-Chan, light it up. Oh, nah, you got caught pressing buttons. This hurts.
Dead?
Builds to the level 1.
Oh,
Doesn't even need it. Just dunks him down for the set. Real Menace going to loser's quarters.
Yeah, real good. Real good right there. And I love that display from Blanca. And when you talk about how strong this character is and really the layers he's able to provide, whether it be the short Blanca ball, the full range Blanca ball, the OD Blanca ball, and like the punishes that are presented. And here's the thing. We did see a couple of perfect parries here and there. We did see some adaptations, but the punishes weren't on deck. And if you don't have that matchup knowledge and experience, then it's really difficult because there are particular punishes you need against Blanca. Because even if you go for the drive rush after the perfect parry on the OD ball, he can perfect parry, he can tech the throw, and he can also just OD reversal. Like, it's really hard timing. So if you don't know, then Blanca's just going to run you over, and there was a lot to be discovered there. Pingutaro was still getting the top 8, though, so really loved the show they were able to put on, and then 4 Phils is going to be waiting for the Real Menace in the streets. But our next match that we have coming up are tale as old as time, honestly, for this region. Hurricane versus Musclenoob coming up. Oh, man. This is a good one.
Yeah, this is a classic, right? This is one that you see a lot represented in Street Fighter 6. Cammy and Ken, two of the very best characters in the game, and you know the top players are playing these top characters, so you see it whether it's Punk, whether it's Chris T, whether it's Chris CCH, whomever, right? We see these players, these characters fight a lot, but everybody plays them differently. Now, interestingly enough, between these two, we do see them match up quite a bit in Salt Mine League. Shoutouts to Redis. You know, putting on these events for the EU, and you see the top talent fight each other constantly. So it's really great practice leading into something like this. I don't have exactly the data on me right now. I think Hurricane might get the better of their matches. He might have a little bit better lead in the matchup between them. But on paper, I actually, as time has gone on, I think Ken beats Cammy slightly, just because of like his corner carry, and he has the damage advantage in a big way. But she can fight him well.
I'm tired of this narrative that Cammy.
Yeah. You're talking to 2 Ken players, bro. All right, nah.
It's not even that. It's that like Cammy's damage is wild too. Like she definitely has good damage.
Her damage is okay if she has the drive gauge for it. If she cashes out, sure. But compared to somebody like Ken, I think there's a pretty big disparity. I'm not gonna let you guys gaslight me on this.
No.
I'm not trying to gaslight you.
I'm not trying to. I'm just telling you the truth, man. I'm just
you already stole my bars earlier. I'm not trying to gaslight you. Don't worry. So we got this going. This Ken Cammy. I think it's definitely a pretty even matchup. I think both of these characters can win. If either one has a slight advantage, it is just slight, right? Both of these characters can get the job done. They are both fast. I think both good buttons in that range they like to be in, right? Obviously, Cammy, she has a really good crouch heavy kick. We've seen Punk abuse that as a whiff punish. The crouch medium kick is great as well in terms of the range. But Ken has the advantage in the speed, right? 7-frame crouch medium kick compared to the 8-frame crouch medium kick. And a lot of the time off those like -1 light buttons, Ken can kind of steal his turns back up against Cammys that aren't like committed to the stand light kick as a reversal button rather than they try to go for like a crouch medium kick or a bigger button. I think stand fierce is also like 8 frames. So she can get caught in the neutral if she's not careful.
Yeah, so a lot of nuance to the matchup, and I love that we have the Ken and the Camis on the mic to really represent that. But you're a down player. It's like a 4.9.
No, not at all.
4.9
cheap.
to a 5.1. Yeah, that's right. There we go. I got it.
Cami
on
is
record.
super cheap. I do not deny that at all. She is cheap.
Okay, cool. So now I need the bracket reset to clip just that statement and only post that with no other context. Mr. Mastopheles, thank you for the public service announcement. Really appreciated that. Hurricane and Musclenoob are going to be coming up, and that's wonderful. Like, that's going to do numbers. Like, just slap that bad boy on Twitter and you're set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 100%. Like, both of these guys are very explosive, right? Obviously, two players in this region that are known for the characters too. Like, when you think about a Cami or a Ken from this region, you often think of a Hurricane and a Musclenoob. So I'm excited to see what they bring to the table today. Both players, in my opinion, also that have a little bit of stubbornness to them. Like, kind of try to run over their opponent quite a bit. So I'm expecting very high pace.
Absolutely. I'm looking for high octane Street Fighter right here. Musclenoob versus Hurricane in our last losers round 1, and the shimmy comes out immediately, and the pressure does not stop. Nice. Trying to go for the perfect parry right there to get a guaranteed punish. But again, now Musclenoob holding this space, waiting for the approach. Hurricane with the hard read.
Okay, you think that was like a fireball or something? Like, I don't know what that was.
Okay, we take those. I don't know if that was like an accidental drop.
No,
it was intentional. Okay, I'll believe you. Worked out in a big way.
I've seen players fake a fireball with stand fears from Ken and like bait out stuff like that, but I don't know if that's what happened or not.
Oh, I'm talking about the Jinrai afterwards. The little Jinrai setup. That was the intentional piece. Oh my god. And are you just dead? That is unbelievable. That was 40 Street Fighter seconds and the first game is done. Double perfect. Double perfect.
Maybe you have a point about the damage. Maybe.
No, dude. Cami doesn't do any damage. No. I don't know what you're talking about. Ken is low tier.
Well, here's the thing. The story of that match, Mastopheles, was Hurricane whiffed 2 DPs. That's not Musclenoob.
Of course.
That is true, though. Yeah, honestly. The punish counters.
Reaping and sowing. That's what we just saw.
Oh man, the punish counter off of the low forward there. And now Musclenoob was trying to get some offense going to get that drive gauge back, but we see Hurricane bust out. He's always willing to do that.
Yeah, we saw him die for it in the first game.
Yeah, going back to the well, it never hurts. And again, so staying strong. Counter hit. Nice delay attack.
Oh, what a bait there. Yep.
Nasty.
Really yanking out that punish counter sweep. He's dead.
That's happened multiple times already, too. The crouch medium kick, a low profiling, the stand medium kick, just catching them.
Yeah, and it's again bringing up those tools that are able to answer the other strong options from each player, right? And that's what's so cool about this matchup, because you have to really change the way you think about where you're punishing your posts. And again, going back to the well, it was not the right option. Not going to build the third bar here, just short.
I mean,
oh
no, that could have been almost game. All right, now the next hit, if he lands it correctly, okay, he doesn't want to spend it. Oh, guarantees it anyway with the drive impact into the corner. Will be able to kill without even spending the level 3. There's a round for Musclenoob, looking to maybe go up 2-0.
Dude, that's 3 perfects. That's
damn.
Every round he's won has been a perfect.
That's nuts. Not this one if he's able to close it out, but my god. And immediately cashing out, because now in this round you can potentially build another bar, and it puts Hurricane at less than 3 bricks. That's going to be hard.
Does he wake up with it again? Nope.
No shot.
Ooh, and then you just got caught in the legs after blocking the drive rush normal, maybe walking back.
Hold up. Oh, okay. I was holding my breath. I was like, no shot. We see 4 perfects in a row.
No, he would already taken a hit in this round, so we were fine there. I love the OD spin knuckle to take the sides, and this is a kill right here. Hurricane saying, I don't care if you perfected me 3 times, the score is even.
So sick, the streak is still alive. All the rounds he's won have been a perfect.
That's the stat that really matters.
I need it, dude. If you say, I beat Hurricane only with perfects, that's better. Doesn't matter what the score was at the end.
Damn, you gotta hold that forever, dog. That would not feel good.
Whoa, all right, Hurricane won this round.
Yeah, he won. It's already done.
That's the one. Wait a minute.
He has guessed right on, it's like 95% guessed correctly on these DPs. There's only one that's hit him so far.
Yeah, I mean, all it takes is one.
Wow, finally, we're slowing down for a second. Oh, the whiff punish that we talked about before. Oh, the catching him pressing. I love it.
Nice.
Oh, and the
Yeah, so dang smart with the OD Dragon Lash, taking the secrets from the birds, but it doesn't matter. You're looking at the birds. Again, Hurricane already won that round off the start. It wasn't a perfect, so we knew that was coming.
Yeah, he had the morale victory and just carried him all the way through there. And now we do see another big whiff, and those have cost him so much.
Yeah, I love the run. Okay, oh man.
Oh, the perfect parry on the meaty DI. Not an answer you see often, but that's where his head was already going. I think drive reversal burns Musclenoob out.
Uh-oh. And yeah, that was a situation we've been seeing Musclenoob go for, especially at that life range, right? To get that drive impact to really close out. That was so dang deep. Anti-air whip, but it was the wrong spacing.
And this is
I love you laughing, bro.
This is so smart. He's guaranteeing that the drive gauge stays frozen, so he has a better chance of ensuring that he can get that burnout, get him to the corner, and actually get the stun.
And I just liked it because I saw him pumping on the ground. Like, he was buffering it, and he was like, yes, I got him, and then it just went over.
I love it. Oh my god, the grab
takeover. Like I told y'all, Hurricane won the round. That's like,
That's true. As soon as it's not a perfect, it's over. We already have determined the score.
Oh, I like that. Hurricane finally switching up there. He does get caught on the crouch medium kick, though, after the light.
Oh, backdash.
That's such a risky read there in the corner, but it can pay off in such a big way. Look at this. The drive gauge is down for Musclenoob, and the corner position is in the favor of Hurricane.
It was, and then he dropped the dive kick, but now we got it right back.
Yeah, I love the angle on the crouch heavy punch there. Not able to get the DP. Counter hit was huge. And yeah, mashing out, knowing that you're not allowed to take another throw. Any more damage will do it, and there it is, another counter hit. Musclenoob trying to challenge out. Now Hurricane's on set point.
Man, is this really going to be the fate? Only one perfect round?
If you're not first, you're last,
bro, the dive kick after the triple light block string on either side is so powerful.
It's so dumb. Like, and the thing is, Ken wants to go for that cross medium punch there. He wants to be fishing, and it just always beats it. And it's like the muscle memory of the Ken just gets beaten up. All right, it's time to shine. Can you break the perfect curse?
Already in the corner. There's another confirm. Okay, how is this corner pressure going to go for Musclenoob? Can he take it all the way to the bank? Can he guarantee this round?
Oh my god, the level 3 Hurricane feeling froggy. Raw level 3 damage. That's Hurricane advancing to loser's quarters.
All it takes is that one reversal. Like I said, man, it doesn't matter if Musclenoob punished 4 of them, because that only gave him 3 perfects. And Hurricane played perfectly after that. That was really good. The adjustments were huge, and I love that he saw exactly how Musclenoob was really structuring his pressure. I feel like the tides really changed when that drive impact got perfect parried in the corner. Yeah. That was where I feel Hurricane was like, I know how your offensive structure is. You better readjust or it's going to be over. And we didn't see Musclenoob do another drive impact in the corner after that. Like, it was, I'm not allowed to use that option anymore.
And to your point about like the offensive structure and him having a read to it, right? I think that's why he bet the level 3 at the end. Like, he was like, I know you're mediating me, bro. Right? Like, he had plenty of drive meter, if I recall correctly. Like, he could have OD DP'd and still had bar to work with, but he was like, no, I'll level 3. I'm gonna end the set. I know what's happening.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. I think that's something Hurricane does really, really well. We do know, like, historically watching him, he is a player who's willing to bet things maybe where other players wouldn't. He's willing to really make those hard reads. You know, we saw that a couple times with the hooligan throw, the hooligan overhead. But I do think he downloads incredibly, incredibly well. He picks up on tendencies and patterns and saves that for later on in the set when it matters most.
But the hooligan overhead, I really loved because it came off those sequences where we were talking about with the Ken crouch medium kick, right? Like, he loved doing it off the lights, and he just immediately canceled and took advantage of it, whip punished it perfectly. That was beautiful. But we are going to take a quick break right here at the World Warrior event. Do not go anywhere. More Street Fighter 6 to come. Welcome back to the third World Warrior event for the UK and Ireland. I got my freshest red coat on, you feel me? Given the occasion. Jake, Ryan, and Mr. Mustafli's in the building. Mr. Mustafli's, how you feel about the top 8 so far?
It's been great. It's been real exciting. I think perhaps the player I was most interested in, like that top spot, was FlawlessDeku. He's somebody who's been performing well, and shout outs if you guys don't remember, he was actually one of the people to bring us like the first kind of quote unquote high level footage of Street Fighter 6 when it was like just getting demoed. But to see him carry that performance into this, and obviously didn't get the result he wanted at the top of the bracket, but he still got another chance. Nevertheless, still securing points nonetheless. Now we do have EndingWalker and Problem X here waiting in our winners finals, but before we get to that, we do have a couple matches down in losers that we have to get through. Jake, tell us who they are.
Yeah, we have the Four Fills versus the Real Menace. We actually got to see the Four Fills play in one of our first matches of the day. Obviously, Problem X said, "Say less, bruv," and now he get to see if he gets to deliver that same experience to Real Menace. And on the other side, FlawlessDeku versus Hurricanes. It's going to be the Luke versus the Kami in it, and that's going to be very good later. I'm really looking forward to that. Obviously, the Four Fills had gone on a tear near the end of Street Fighter 5 with the Falk, but this time he's not falking around when he has to fight the Real Menace. You do not have that opportunity against Blanca. It's not like you only get once. Like, aim for the head, man, against this character, and we saw what Blanca was able to do. Like, oh god, it's so dang good. I love watching this character. I hate fighting him. That's how I describe this matchup.
Absolutely, like that's how I always feel about like these characters that cause me headaches in game. I'm like, I love watching other people go through it, but me, not so much. But I'm a little worried for Four Fills in this matchup, just because it felt like the Marisa is another character that it's very hard to get comfortable against, right? Like, we see in the damage, it's always in the back of your mind, and it could cause you to second guess where you otherwise wouldn't. Blanca's the same way. You don't get comfortable against that character ever. So I'm a little worried for him right now. We'll see how Real Menace does. Let's get it.
All right, JP versus Blanca here. Who's going to draw first blood? Trying with that insanely annoying crouching medium kick as Four Fills, but no such luck yet. Still no blood drawn. Both of them are unscathed.
Yeah, one of the slower matches we've seen so far. Like we said, we saw some 20-second matches back to back earlier.
Coming after Hurricane and Musclenoob, anything's going to be slow for sure.
Yeah, it's like, wow, we had such an explosive match of Street Fighter, and then it's like the distinguished gentleman pulling up. Like, oh yes, Street Fighter.
And I like Real Menace's approach to matchups like this, right? Like, you got to get in, but you also have to be patient. You can't just face roll. Like, a lot of the time, that's just going to sacrifice too much life to be effective. So he's playing it at a tempo that I like. Not helping him, though.
The full screen, Four Fills just controlling this pace so, like, relentlessly. He's not letting up. He's not letting him get anything started. He doesn't quite have... I don't think it's quite a... Has he taken any damage? It's hard to tell.
Nah, no damage just yet, so it is looking like 7 golden letters. Potentially, he needs that one last touch, but we've seen pixel comebacks, no shot.
31 seconds on a perfect.
That's a long perfect. Yeah. That is a long as hell perfect. That was beautiful. Again, looking for the perfect parry. He's not able to find it. There it is, and the punish. Nope, you don't get it. You can block in time. It's ridiculous, dude. I did the right thing.
You can't punish that, but I don't know what happened.
Yeah, it didn't pick the right normal as it looks like.
Maybe the OD Blanca ball is different. I don't know.
I'd have to lab it out, but I think you can only like get a jab punish. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure. It's really finicky because he can also tech the throw.
Yeah, right. On the heavy Blanca ball, you get plenty of a punish, but OD, I don't know.
Yeah, again, more reasons that this character is ridiculous. By the way, Lightning Beast, time to party. Oh, just take the throw, bro.
I love that bait, too, that he started this whole offensive sequence baiting that parry with the second part of the Lightning Beast, and now he's trying to force burnout. There it is off of the OD Amnesia, but look at the reward that he gets. Will he spend it? He has to.
Oh, he gets the whole dub for the reward. Wow.
Dude, I loved against Blanca and Lightning Beast. He said medium, medium, medium. He was not afraid. Like, that is...
The plus frame normal over and over again. Bro.
Yeah, he literally said, here, but it was his legs instead of the spikes. It's like, bro, I don't want to see how well your pants are tailored, all right? I get it. The flexibility is nuts.
He shows you the crotch, too. Like, you get the full view of the pants.
No, I'm not going to say the next line I was about to say. What do you mean, Blanca balls?
Damn it. Oh my god.
no.
Oh, there it is again. Baiting out that parry attempt. Forfills has to adjust here. He's losing drive gauge in the chunks.
Uh-oh.
That hurts, man, when you're like, I just want to parry a Blanca ball.
Right.
And like Blanca ball throw you. Like, bruh.
Please. Ooh, went for the wrong normal. Afterwards, in the first command grab we see from Fort Bills, I'm heading north, but it doesn't matter. The drop from Real Menace, that's a real problem. And you got a real Menace on the screen right here. Doesn't matter. JP is no longer in commission. Tax season came early.
Fort feels a little late on the trigger right there, trying to challenge after the hop. Got himself counter hit.
We see him trying to navigate around these spikes, but he just can't. He's having a hard time getting any, like, you know, kind of Street Fighter 6 offenses going. He's getting interrupted in a lot of these moments and having to back off on defense. That's the power of JP, right? When you have OD amnesia, it's like the way that they approach you has to be so much different.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he got him again. Actually threw the button that Forfield's trying to press the next time, but nonetheless.
Uh-oh. Nah, no anti-air. Tried to get the walk back there for the counter hit, but I feel like he got caught on the startup, so not fast enough from Real Menace, and now back to full screen.
And it was unfortunate too, because I like the fact that he kept the corner even though he got hit, but then he got back thrown, so I was like, well, come on.
I really like that drive reversal from Forfills. And look at this kind of erratic jumping. He's not letting him pin him down. He's keeping him guessing on how he's going to try and defend. Now his back is to the wall here. Forfills getting caught, and I think he can kill here.
Oh,
nope.
Oh, he just went with the Blanca chance setup instead. Gets back there for his trouble. Overhead counter hits him with no combo.
Ah, jump up ball once again. What's up ball? And that's an even game. 1-1. I don't like every time it hits somebody, you're like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. My bad, dude. Like, and it's plus. Why? Why is it plus? Why is it
I really
plus?
can't believe they gave him the ability to do a dive kick from jump back.
Yeah, and then the fact that they jump back into it, bro. Like,
where's my jump back air dragon line?
And it activates Blanca Chan. If Blanca Chan is there, like, bro, it does everything.
Dude, I can't believe it. They literally looked at Falcon and they said, dude, he's gonna do the air dive kick and he's gonna summon the little dude. Like, that's it.
Oh, that was
man,
a
here we go.
whip punish.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
perfect parry. There it is, the back throw. Okay, that drive gauge is looking narrow. It's not looking too good. Fourth, almost the burnout. We're close. He's got a sliver. How will he defend on wake up?
Portal up. Oh, the mix-up's a lie.
I can't believe it.
Oh, nice. The check on the drive rush. No trade combo, though. And again, Fort Hills is about to burn out. You cannot block any more Blanca balls.
That was such
now
a late jump for Real Menace.
Yeah.
Playing Leap Fighter. Watch for the jump.
Oh, man, I thought that was going to cross up. That was so tricky from Forfills. Not going to spend it with the level 1. Goes into level 2, hoping he can just get him close to burnout or buy himself some time back on his own drive gauge.
Yeah.
Is even a pro
Oh my god,
he does catch the live ball finally.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. That's some good neutral right there. Oh, nice. Air to air.
That's the backboard breaker.
Yeah, that's right. The Shaq special.
Blocks the overhead. Yep, just going for the parry. The all-encompassing defense against mix-ups.
Set up the shop, set up the bullet hell. Make Real Menace sacrifice something to get in. Oh! Life and bar there.
We're going to see the level 2 here any second.
Dude, he sacrifices his life bar for a 2-1 deficit in defense position. This is not looking good.
No, it's so good from Forfills too. Walking into that range where I think it's the forward heavy kick anti-air.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
And utilizing the different anti-airs that you have from like JP has been so good, and you can really see the distinction between good JPs and great JPs with how they're like really cycling their options.
AKA
they're just playing,
juggle
bro.
points.
Yeah, juggle points. It's true. I don't know. There's so many different JP variations. I don't know. I feel like the most successful JPs have been Filipinos. Just Filipino. That's how you play them. Nice.
Okay, yep, he does finally land something. They're ending it with the dive kick. But jabbing out of the pressure immediately, crossed up is Real Menace. And now trying to get something going here. Still at a little bit of life deficit. And the huge jump in lands its mark.
Oh, the dunks. Throws the button that Forfills was trying to press. Oh, presses this crouch strong successfully that time, but gets OD balled on the throw attempt.
What? What do you mean I can't throw him? And you know what? I like this from Real Menace. He is making Forfills play by the same rules. You got amnesia, I got up ball.
Neither of us can throw each other.
It's facts.
It's a legal activity. This is
However,
all strike game.
One of those characters, if you try and throw when they do their defensive tactic against it, can get like 60%.
True.
To be fair,
I didn't say they were equal.
To be fair, with the other one, if you block it, then it's plus, right? So
Sure,
I mean,
right.
like, they both got their pros.
Right. Different strokes for different folks, okay? Nice block. Oh, again. Real Menace is just getting chipped away here. And now Forfil's just really changing the tempo, walking back, going straight back in. Real Menace is not figuring it out. Finally finds the counter hit. This is huge.
Decides not to go for the level 3. I'm surprised.
Wow. 4 jabs.
Would have put him close to burnout, but I suppose in retaliation, you know, Forfils did have level 2 ready, so it could have been, you know, him basically guaranteeing a chip out of sequence, but...
Oh, no anti-air there. That's a fortunate, but the up ball again to escape the shadow. Air ball, excuse me.
Alright, now we see Forfils here walking in those positions. They're finally landing a hit with that stand medium kick, parrying that, but not a perfect parry. What will he end with?
Ooh, I really like this decision. That's going to be burnout right here. And the consistency that Forfils have had in the anti-air. After every OD Blanca ball, we've seen Menace start to jump forward. And we might have to look forward to the next tournament if he takes this next hit. And that's where you're going to be, Menace. You're going down. The Forfils continues to move on. And sadly, that is going to be another 5th place player to add up to the standings right there. So really good stuff. But again, that was just a class act from Forfil, showing why he was such a dominant force of Street Fighter V, and now is showing that same kind of skill and class in Street Fighter 6.
When I watch EU ICFC, I thought for a second it was Real Menace, but I think it's RMK, the Blanca player they talk about.
Yeah,
He likes to do OD Blanca ball and then jump forward every time after. Like that's something they highlight on EU ICFC. So you know, maybe it's just infecting the region's Blancas in general, right there.
Something in the water.
Yeah, one of those things. But great stuff from Forfils right there. Like I said at the top of the set, I was a little worried about him just because of the chaos that Blanca brings, but he settled it down and controlled the entire match.
Yeah, really love that we were able to see that. And the scores have been settled here so far. As you can see, winner's side, if you're just joining us, is going to be EndingWalker versus Problem X, but we're going to be getting that a little bit later. They both had respective 3-0s, and they said, say less, bruv. But in the loser side, Forfils didn't have that same kind of privilege. It was a 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. And that's been the story. Like, it's kind of wild that in this 3 out of 5 setting, it'll go to 1-1, and then one player just completely closes out. And then FlawlessDeku versus Hurricane is going to be a great story. This time, it's not Ken versus Cammy. It's going to be Luke versus Cammy. And again, this matchup has a completely different dynamic because Cammy has to work around the fireballs a little bit different.
And FlawlessDeku, do y'all know if he plays modern Luke at all? I don't think he does, right?
I don't think I've seen it. Yeah, and anytime I've seen it, as far as I know, there's only really like we have a couple in the States. We have like Solven G and I've seen like maybe one other, but other than that, it's like I think there are a couple Japanese Lukes that are modern.
Yeah, even then, I know I think mainly dabble in classic now over modern. But like, I kind of like modern in this matchup specifically.
Yeah,
it's very good
to answer the dive kick pressure a lot of the time, and the spin knuckle as well is a good thing and stuff with the modern control. So we'll see. But nonetheless, Jake, I like the topic you bring up with the fireballs as well, right? One of the things that we highlighted before with Cammy was doing the dive kick after the triple light string pressure. If Luke commits to the fireball after the third light, then it catches the jump from Cammy a lot of the time, right? So we'll see how they kind of play around with that.
That's my co-commentator right there. Read my mind. I was like, we talked about this at 3 a.m. on a lonely night with some chips and some Chipotle. It was a good discussion.
That's
we really
saw it was the DGen shift.
We really saw how Luke deconstructed Cammy's approach with the sandblast, and it really changes how you have to defend in that matchup and leverage your options. Instead of going for the dive kick, you have to look for the perfect parry to then get a punish, but then the Luke could just not throw the fireball, and it makes you have to second guess your autopilot decision. And when that happens, you can really start to fall apart, and then he'll just go for another crouch medium punch or something there. So I want to see how this goes, what Hurricane has prepared, because the chat was saying FlawlessDeku is like one of the best Lukes that they have over there. So Hurricane, I would say, is the best Cammy. Let's see how this goes right here.
Yeah, let's get into it here. See if Hurricane can actually navigate the waters and land a hit. And using that crouching medium kick, what a whiff punish there. And that was not a buffer. He saw and fully whiff punished that crouching medium punch. Oh man, he's ready.
That was nasty start from Hurricane. Yeah, the perfect parry to follow it up. Watches him backdash and throws him afterward. He is rolling right now. Catches him trying to press buttons after the drive rush jab. Every offensive decision has been correct.
Yeah, and I love that so far too. And Hurricane is showing no signs of weakness here. Just take the throw, bro. Perfect. He said, "I really like that thing that Musclenoob did earlier. What if I don't even let them get past my name? That's how good I am." Let's see. All right, never mind. He loses the round. Musclenoob spirit lives on.
I do kind of think when you're playing this match at a high level, I do think as Cammy you kind of have to suffocate Luke. Because like his neutral is, in my opinion, I think his neutral is actually better, and his conversions help out like because of the perfect knuckles, the way he manages drive gauge.
Oh, when the perfect spacing. Jeez, Deku.
That was clean. Oh, that was so sick! You're kidding me!
That was so smart, dude.
You saw he caught Hurricane's crouch medium kick with that joint? That was ridiculous.
That just unlocks the door too. It says, "Please check my drive rush. Do it again." And it's he's still losing. That's the hard part. It's like, damn, what a read. That would be a shame if you lost, but Hurricane now stuck in the corner. But Deku giving some space, knowing that any block string is going to leave that drive gauge dissipating.
Yeah, that's what he's most concerned about, right? He's getting caught with these throws, getting caught with these jump-ins, and it's all because he's worried about his drive gauge.
Yep. Oh, and you're going to have to worry about the next round.
He got caught moving again after the drive rush crouch jab. You saw it, I think in the corner, it was counter hit. He's trying to press the button. This time, it looked like he was trying to hold up. Either way, Hurricane shuts it down.
Yeah. So dang rough, too. And, I mean, Deku made the right decision, right? Because you run out of drive gauge there, or you make one overextension, Hurricane just block strings you to death and you die, especially with the resources that he had. So Deku was stuck between a rock and a hard place, and it's all down to that drive gauge management he had to spend to even get started on Hurricane, and Hurricane really capitalized.
Hurricane's playing really scrappy right now, trying to find an opening. He's gone for a couple of these hooligan overheads, and none of them have worked so far, but I have to imagine maybe it's setting something up like that dive kick there, or maybe a little bit later on the hooligan throw.
Oh, yeah.
Hurricane trying to move after that drive rush normal. He got caught reaching a lot in his winter side set, or not his winter side set, but in the previous set, excuse me.
Oh! Right.
Nice.
Back to neutral here, but FlawlessDeku is back against the wall here, and Hurricane wants to try and close this out. He's having a hard time actually landing anything in the crouching medium kick from Luke, such a strong buffer tool.
Yeah, and Hurricane again, it feels like he's forcing situations sometimes. It just felt like as soon as he gets down in the rounds, Deku has a much easier time. So, but he doesn't establish an early lead here. Hurricane already got him in the corner.
Oh, yeah. Again, nice delay tech there from Deku. Hurricane running low on drive gauge, but that huge punish counter again. Crouching heavy kick, so dang good. It's so hard to be like, dude, why is it so far? It's so good. Look at, dude, why? I don't understand.
It's a pretty good normal.
It chunks the drive meter too. That's what's really cool about it.
Give me your gauge. Put it in.
Stand heavy kick.
Oh, he took the words out of my mouth, leaving me breathless. Hurricane primed and ready with that level 3 reaction. Now, this isn't going to kill, but it puts him in a great spot to win this round.
Okay. See, Deku, he's fully loaded on the meter, at least going into round 3. See if he would have closed it out here with this advantage. Okay.
Oh,
Hurricane, he pressed something at the last second. He opened himself up to getting punished on the landing frames. It was a good walk forward by Deku. Then a max range drive impact to follow it up. This is the perfect flash knuckle though.
Ooh, the spacing was so dang good. Punish counter there. It's going to give you a lot of time to get that gauge back. It'll be around 2 bricks here. Now Hurricane has to find a way out of the corner. Can't stand heavy kick here, but you can.
God.
You can.
I guess why not, right? You know, if you get clipped with a drive impact there, you are in fact dead. But man, it is very risky from Hurricane.
Ooh. Again, the stand heavy kick is so dang far, and it's so much stronger too when you're in burnout. Finds the pick. No bar here. This is going to be a guaranteed drive impact.
Oh,
and you're dead. Are you dead? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, he dropped it. Put himself in burnout in the process as well. This could be
OD
Flawless
Sandblast.
Deku's game. He tried it right there. Deku, oh my goodness, the OD upper is the one that does it.
Damn.
Wow.
Deku. Back at it again with the DP.
That was nuts.
1-1 on the board. I can't believe Hurricane dropped that. That's so. I mean, you got to clutch it out, man.
You know, it is. So the important thing to note is like it's +8 on hit the hooligan overhead, and so you don't have any like wiggle room to mess up your stand fierce punish. If you're off by a frame, you screw it up, and it happens more often than you might think.
Yeah.
I believe it, man. I believe it. Saw one of the best Cammys in the game. Just drop it right there and right now, though. Weather in the storm. Yeah, I mean, that was definitely extra plus with the burnout. Whoop. Man, it looked like to me at the end of that last round too, I think FlawlessDeku tried to throw the drive impact between the normal and the drive impact. That's what you have to do in a situation like that. But like I don't know if it was timed correctly, if he didn't try a throw, but he did get counter hit at the end, so
Gotcha.
something to look out for.
It's hard. The timing is really particular too. So.
Oh, no. Yeah.
That was Shamidi.
Yeah, there's another round for FlawlessDeku. He's looking to maybe go up 2-1 here in this, kind of arms race to see who can pull ahead. But Hurricane is doing a pretty good job of controlling him in the mid-range. And that stand roundhouse is a huge part of the reason why I do think, although Luke wins the neutral war, I do think that is a big problem point in this match.
Yeah, the stand heavy kick is so dang good. I mean, I love that there. I was about to bring it up. I think Deku was going for the hard read on the stand heavy kick. He said, I'm sending the drive impact.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta.
Oh, that was a wild whiff punish, the stand fierce. But again, dropping these perfect flash knuckles.
Crosscut, though, comes in clutch, and now we're in the corner. 3-bar suppressor
suppressor.
with a huge start. Not gonna be able to kill here, but again.
Actually,
Nah, you're alive. Is it gonna kill? James, where are you? Spirit of
Okay.
James 10? That's right. I told you. I know my damage. Sometimes.
When the level 3 start right at the yellow life, they usually don't kill.
Unless it's CA. Oh! That's a see you later, though. 2-1 lead Hurricane now at the deficit. Looks like Luke is finding a much better performance here.
Yeah, 2-1 for Deku.
Oh, he tried for the stand roundhouse there. No such luck. Interrupted by the sandblast. There's the forward throw from FlawlessDeku. Oh, and the delayed dive kick. We're seeing a little bit of that adaptation from Hurricane in his air approach.
Man, quick backdash and the crouch medium punch, the money button.
Oh yeah. And again, oh, yes.
Well, that's a sword normal, though, that crouch medium punch.
Yeah, it's so dang good. Reaches forward. She's got blades on her hands.
Oh, and the counter hit conversion there off of the down jab. And he is just doing... Oh, no, that was a huge miss input.
That sucks.
Yes. Still, didn't want to cash out for the rest of it, but now you have to super if you want to escape. Can you react? And the cross-up was deeper than deep. Hurricane.
Man, Deku was so focused on the super reversaling, a drive impact or something like that, he just got caught on the jump.
I will do it no matter what.
Okay, off of the drive rush, crouch medium kick, able to get a light confirm. But with his back to the wall here, FlawlessDeku is losing life quickly. He's bleeding.
The drive rush jab offense has been plaguing him. You just can't make a right decision after.
Dude, the double reversal, though, taking a page out of Hurricane's book. But yeah, what did it get you? Right back in the corner.
And he has to be careful about getting chipped here pretty soon.
Oh, man. This is so scary. Nice delayed dive kick.
Oh,
You're dead.
Hurricane.
Oh, no.
No shot, he pressed the... Okay.
He did press a button, but it was the one that starts with P. 2-2. Final game. This is our first game going to game 5. First set. So dang good in losers quarterfinals.
Two fellas very evenly matched. I've seen them play offline and online, know each other well. Seeing that play out in a game 5.
Okay, there it is.
on the
And
other
what?
end.
Yeah, what a strong DP too to actually get the corner correction there. And now he's got Hurricane backed into the ropes. And look at this huge conversion.
All it takes is one back throw, though. You got to be so careful, especially with how low that drive gauge is. And Hurricane knowingly walking forward, willing to push. But again, Deku playing it slow, wants to get that third bar back. Oh, that was deep.
No
Yeah,
modern
he-
necessary.
Yeah, he was scouting that out from 10 miles away.
Oh, he got caught trying to suppress. That would have been such a sick counter. Does back throw him before he can walk out of range.
Let's see. Oh, fishing. Again, one back throw is all it takes. That's an incident. We've seen it happen time and time again, but it doesn't matter. Crouch jab. Get away from me.
And just like that, FlawlessDeku staring down the barrel of maybe closing this out. But we can't count Hurricane out just yet. He's on the verge of building 2 bars of drive gauge here, and something that can really change up the way that, Deku throws fireballs, the way that he approaches with these dive kicks, but he burns himself out willy-nilly.
Oh, but what a call out on the sandblast here. We got quarter control, but backthrown again, trying to walk out of range. Oh, that's a heartbreaker for Hurricane.
Is he dead? No, not quite. Never mind.
Nah, yeah.
I wasn't sure what combo I was going to go for.
But here's the thing. Now Hurricane's in a position where it's FlawlessDeku's time to shine. Do you go for the jump in? Do you reversal on the super? But again, this one, you got the drive gauge back. Critical art? No, not just yet. Oh, but the shimmy comes out clutch. Can you kill here? Absolutely. Or it's going to be a pixel. It's so close. The CA might be enough. Kick his head off.
I think he's
alive.
Oh,
just a pixel. And again, you're burnt out. That means 1 ODDP and you're done. Oh, it wasn't enough.
God.
Final game, final round.
Dude, this match is crazy. This is just an absolute slugfest. This pendulum back and forth between these two players.
Dude, and the Grail coming back for Hurricane was the decider. That was insane.
Oh, that definitely was not supposed to be back roundhouse, I don't think. I think that was a messed up dive kick.
Uh-oh, again, about to burn out.
Oh, that was slick. I can't believe FlawlessDeku spent the OD and burned himself out, though.
The walk under. Oh, Hurricane now has the pressure in the corner, but the delay tech comes out from Deku. Again, every single anti-air has been so dang clutch, and we are teching. But again, drive gauge is going to be in Deku's favor first.
Oh, he's just out of range, not able to get a punish here. FlawlessDeku trying to drive rush in and get something started.
Still here.
What's it going to come down to? Again, 2 bars on both sides now. In the corner, FlawlessDeku has shown such great reversals so far. Hurricane burning himself out, betting the farm on the drive rush. Can you find the hit? Yes! Is this going to be enough, though? It is not just yet. One more touch. You're in the corner. No!
Oh, my God.
Oh, and Deku with that last bit of drive beater catches the dive kick with an impact and moves on in the tournament.
That match was so crazy. Can we talk about finally when it mattered most? Hurricane actually hit him with that hooligan overhead. It finally landed, but he just didn't have enough damage to actually close it out. And FlawlessDeku, with just the nerves of steel, not cracking under the pressure, securing the dub at the end.
Dude, and that immediate dive kick, dude. And that's the thing. It came down to that last moment where Deku knew. He's like, the only way he beats me is neutral jump grab, like empty jump grab to beat this drive impact. And he went for it. He knew that he had the gauge back. And at that point, Hurricane just didn't have it in him. That was such a good set. Down to the wire, down to the last scramble. And it was pixel in a dream, both sides. One decision really changed it all. So, wow, best set of the day so far.
Yeah.
That was, Slugfest 2000 for sure. That was wild stuff. Big ups to both of our players, though.
Yeah.
Hella entertaining match. One of them is into loser semis now. That will be FlawlessDeku. As we take another look at the bracket here, he's going to be facing 4 fills in that loser side action. Of course, our top 4 has been solidified with our winners finals. Going to be next, EndingWalker versus Problem X.
Oh yeah, that one is going to be I think the match we've been waiting for the most, because we got to see domination from both sides. Obviously, EndingWalker with the 3-0 over Deku, and Problem X with the 3-0 over the 4 fills. And now, I mean, in the loser side too, the winners have made it the entire way. They lost, they got beat down in that first set, and they're like, we're going to make it back, both of us. And now one of them has to fall in the loser semifinals. But like you said, winners finals is where we're going. If we see another 3-0, like, I don't know, man. And again, it would be beautiful for the storyline, right? Like, Problem X, obviously one of the strongest players in the world, such a storied legacy as a player, not only with Abigail but with the Bison, you name it. And going against EndingWalker, who is at the end of Street Fighter V considered, like, it was this ominous figure, just like, where did this kid come from? He won the tournament, he walked off, he's like, I'm going to the next challenge. And the sweetest dude, right? And like, constantly growing. And I feel like that's the future of Street Fighter right there. So it's, can you dethrone one of the pinnacles of the scene and really like cement your name this consistently? Because we've seen it before, and it's like, Problem X, step up to the bat, man.
Yeah, so with EndingWalker, right, we talked about his unique play style before, and a lot of people wanted to see how he played against JP, right, because JP is a big menace. Everybody wants to see what the tech can be against this character to try to improve your success. I'm very much interested to see how he approaches Marisa, if that's what Problem X ends up going for. Because, like, to me, EndingWalker, he makes these unorthodox decisions a lot of the time that end up getting in your face. And against Marisa, that's one, you know, you don't always want to be in her face, right? That could definitely get you killed. So I want to see how he approaches this. I'm very interested.
Well, on the flip side, we do know that Problem X has been also just as heavily training his Blanca. Yeah. He takes both characters very seriously to a tournament level, right? And I'm not a Marisa expert, but I would have to guess that Blanca has a better way of dealing with fireballs compared to her. You know, we've maybe seen some of that with Mena RD and Nishikin in Japan. But nevertheless, I think either of these characters can fight Ryu pretty well. And I think, even that being said, the onus of kind of proving your strategy is going to be in Problem X's side. Because so far, EndingWalker has won both the World Warrior events. They've met up in Salt Mine Leagues. They've met up in other tournaments. And he's kind of got everybody's numbers. So, we're seeing the switch to the Ken. So it could be perhaps you were right in that Marisa does well enough rather against Ryu.
Yeah, it looks like, maybe he's trying to combat in that close quarters a little bit stronger with the Ken. Oh, and a whip punish on the first Gladius. Don't do it against this kid.
Yeah, that was nuts. Didn't even get the full charge to armor through it, so very rough. And I mean, thing about Ryu too is like the fireball game is stronger than Ken's with the tension and like the speed, and Problem X, that's a really good way to go through that with the Superman punch. But again, EndingWalker is just finding these moments so far with Ken. But now back throw, back you go, all that work, and now you're the one who's in trouble.
Well, at least the decision's gonna be just holds the safe jump. Problem X backing off, wants to go back to the neutral against EndingWalker, and it cuts off the drive rush at the pass. Beautiful.
He took the hatchet to his legs. He said, "No, sir, keep your hands off of me." He sniped that out from so far away and just had the most optimal punish to guarantee the kill.
Yeah, I love the perfect parry on the target combo right there from EndingWalker. The knowledge on this kid's out of control.
Too dang good across the board. But again, Problem X able to get that first game. Let's see.
Probably maybe trying to bait a DP out right there with a full screen parry.
Yeah. Oh, no, he committed?
That's right. I mean, that's a real EndingWalker Ken decision right there.
I mean, he's already going to get punished, right? Like, mine as well.
But yeah, exactly. Like, if you just press a crouch button after the second one, like, it's either going to punish Ken doing nothing or punish the third one. So sometimes you just got to let it rip. See if they mess up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they're going to... Yes, sir. Spend the... Actually, does she have a... Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, not enough to kill right there, but it doesn't matter. We're going to the skies. Leap fighter. Not afraid to jump. EndingWalker. Good stuff.
EndingWalker, you see the empty jumps, maybe trying to bait out one of the anti-airs from Marisa. Does have long startup, whether she chooses the crouch fierce or the special.
Nice awareness there, recognizing the counter hit on the step kick, knowing that he can get a little extra. And more importantly, gets the corner carry, putting Marisa with her back to the wall here. Problem X trying to fight his way out, and that backdash was such a hard read, didn't quite pay off the way he wanted.
Yeah, so dang rough.
Scared to anti-air, and he gets throw baited in the process.
Nice little shimmy with the loops right there as well, but the crouch medium punch, so dang fast, 6-frame startup if I'm not mistaken. Goes for the, I think that was maybe a reset, tried to go for the run Dragon Lash, didn't get it in time.
I think that's another reason to pick Ken in this matchup too over Ryu is because of the jump fierce. Like, it's so good. Marisa's anti-air game is one of her big issues, right? You need a parry, you need to air. Oh, catches the neutral jump with the driving back.
Yeah, the right arm or the forbidden one comes in clutch, but the jumping short into the throw. Gets it done. EndingWalker with the first game on the board. Problem X really good.
That came after a lot of jump heavy punches, right? He's conditioning him to like, you are not going to have a good time if you try to anti-air. So then he's able to sneak in the light kick with a quick tick throw is really good.
Yeah, I love that.
I respect these attempts from EndingWalker to try and find a whiff punish, but so far Problem X is doing a really good job of spacing himself, where he's either poking him safely or just like kind of making EndingWalker feel uncomfortable and throw out these buttons that aren't doing much.
I really love the parries on the Superman punches. Even if they aren't perfect, he's preserving his drive meter, right? He's just not letting that chip him down for free.
Yeah, not getting chipped out there so good. That was deep. Again, He's just representing all these jumping options so incredibly well, really cycling through them all. It's not the
now
top
Max, he's trying to start the parry game a little bit. Still tough though.
That was so smart. All right, what's it gonna be? He's trying to whittle down this drive gauge here. There it is, another whiff punish, finding it smart, and we're gonna say, oh, he didn't get to the other side. This is still important. He gets the corner and doesn't quite have a huge combo to follow up.
Tries to catch him, but then yeah, that's what happens when you try to start trying to parry the jump ins, right? Opened up yet again. EndingWalker, man, monstrous.
Dude, he has been varying up his defensive options so incredibly well. Whether it be the jump ins, the neutral jumps, the back dashes on defense, Problem X is just getting read like a book. And EndingWalker's like, yeah, I'll win neutral again. I can back up this whole space. Please try to contest me. None of the normals reach. The Superman punch can get punished. And EndingWalker's like, I'll bulldog right here. I do not care. This is so good.
Standing at a sweet spot, and again, the jump in starts everything. Problem X maybe needs to start looking for the air to airs.
Man, and look at the drive gauge from Problem X. It is going down slowly but surely. It doesn't matter here. Here is the level 3 combo. He doesn't even need it. Sealing it with a perfect. That's 2 games up for the young kid.
Dude, he just DM'd Musclenoob. He said, say less, bro. Say less. Ooh, so good. Dude, I'm loving his Ken. Like, damn. I can't help myself. This is so good.
I like that Gen Ride choice right there. Push him towards the corner, right? He'll take just the screen advantage.
Did you see what he just did on that jump in too? He is showing every option. He did jump and the deepest medium punch to really to make Problem X block at that range. That was interesting. I'm like,
God, what a pickup. Oh, and the perfect parry. Okay, there it is, the back throw. This could all turn around in a big way for Problem X. This might be what he needs to get started.
Tries to bait something out again. EndingWalker, he's so aggressive that you think he's going to come out with a reversal. Doesn't. Instead, throw baits you. Oh, nice wake up with the armor, but again, gets caught walking back.
Oh, he didn't commit. He didn't quite have the right thing dialed in. There it is, the forward throw. And now we do see the yellow life on EndingWalker's side. Problem X trying to go a little ham here, trying to secure something.
Any touch kills there. I love that.
The embers of the flame, bro.
Not only that, but we saw EndingWalker go for like the random sweep that did nothing. And Problem X just wasn't, he was so like focused on how do I actually make this comeback, he wasn't ready to punish it.
Well, sweep is really good in burnout, right? Like, he punished it in burnout.
Unpunishable. And the thing is too, it's like then it puts in Problem's head. He's like, I have to escape the lows. How do I escape the lows? Go to the sky. And EndingWalker just sends it.
Medium punch again. That was so
I know, dude. I'm like, what is going on here? I like it, but now we've seen the downside of it as well. So dang interesting.
And is EndingWalker gonna 3-0 Problem? Is he gonna continue the streak?
It's wild, man. This would be his 8th World Warrior event in a row. He's poised to go into Grand Finals winner side here. Problem commits, thinking EndingWalker's gonna press something early, does not.
You know what's really interesting? Watching this match, even though they're very different characters, he is playing this Ken very much like how he plays his Ryu. This is kind of unorthodox, these really big reads, and this erratic style where he's all over the screen, and that's what just secured him that 3-0. Problem X couldn't really get a handle defensively on how he wanted to try and back him off, how he wanted to try and actually have some reproach, and EndingWalker kind of steamrolled him.
Say less, bro. Say less.
Yeah. Definite steamroll. Like, I have to imagine the biggest reason he picked that character was jump heavy punch. Like,
100%.
He literally just kept jumping in on Problem X. He didn't really find an answer, and then you could start mixing it up, right? I mean, Jake talked about it before. You talked about it before, Mustafli's, the parry, getting baited out by the empty jumps. Empty jump is already good against Marissa because our other anti-airs have a lot of startup as well. So it's tough, man, definitely. So big ups to EndingWalker, though. He knows which tool to pick to get the job done.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, like, I can't even count how many fireballs he really threw in that matchup, too. It's like,
not many.
I brought up the jump heavy punch thing because I don't remember fireballs and I don't remember dragon lashes. Like, he didn't even dragon lash.
He dragon lashed once, but it was in the corner and it looked like it was just a miss input.
Yeah, like missed.
And then other than that, like you said, I don't think we saw any fireballs. There wasn't any fireball drive rush, none of that situation, because he was so respectful of the Superman punch. He's like, I'm not even going to give you the chance. I'm just going to react like this, take away this tool. And I think that's like one of the key reasons as well. Other than going to jump heavy punch, switching off of Ryu. He's like, well, I want to throw fireballs and chuck plasma on this character. I want to use everything that Ken has that he's better at other than the fireballs here. And that's why EndingWalker, again, another 3-0. He said, here's a big donut. I hope you enjoy it. The Americans are on the stream, and he said I had to give them the snack that they knew, but Fills versus FlawlessDeku is the one we're getting next. All right. Dude, Bob's Big Boy? Nah, that's a burger place, but we're getting the donuts too.
I was gonna say you get into the Soul Cow chains right there. That's like a region exclusive. Actually, I think Bob's Big Boy is in other places, but not a lot of places.
Yeah, true, dude. I don't know, man. You got all the dope donut spots here, so they're pretty good. I don't know. We have so many of them. Yeah. Man,
I like a good donut.
All those Cammy players with no donuts, that's rough.
Life's hard, dude. It's a constant struggle. Playing a character like Cammy, and then, God, I have to switch to Akuma next year. That's going to be rough.
Soto, what a life. You're a brave soul.
One button Raging Demon, but we've got no one button supers here. Classic Luke versus Classic JP. Deku versus the Four Fills. Can we see Luke get all the way back to the top, or is it going to be Four Fills making a statement?
And that is the best drive rush stuff button in the game right there. The crouch medium pitch from JP.
It's too good, man. It's too dang good.
All right, drive rushing in there, trying to get something started. No such luck. But there we see the crouch spheres coming from Four Fills. It's going to be super important in this matchup because although it's not quite as good as Ken's jump fierce, Luke's jump fierce is pretty damn good.
Yeah, it is. Oh, just poking at him with the crouch medium kick. Great harassment tool for JP. Oh, but he parries after the plus frame one. Well done.
Yep. Locked down in the corner. The burnout is so huge here. The only amnesia you're going to have is the strike one. So he starts going for the throws, but you never want to neutral jump against JP, bro. He was buffering. You saw him buffering the entire time, but he just didn't press the button. He didn't get it in time. Good stuff from Deku.
It legit looked like he stopped buffering at the moment he did drive impact. Like, it was the most unfortunate timing.
That's how it always is. It's like, it doesn't matter if you're looking for a drive impact or you're looking for like a jump and you're trying to pump DP. It's like, you do it and it's like, okay, I'm going to do it a little bit longer than I think. And then you do that and then they jump. Then they DI. That's how it always is.
It always happens when you stop buffering, bro. It's the worst.
God. And again, went for that same setup we saw before. Yeah, and it just didn't work out this time.
Yes, level 3. Guarantee the burnout here, and this puts him in such a prime position to secure this round and let him get a little bit of breathing room, maybe going into the last part.
Oh, yeah.
Burnout.
Oh, there's the anti-air. That was really smart. Takes the plus frames. About what?
That was supposed to be fireball. He wanted the burnout.
See, what happened was
you made a mistake.
Forward into fireball gives me DP.
You ever have that happen?
Yeesh.
Probably wondering how he got here. Oh, again, it actually worked out this time.
All right, now how is Four Fills? Yeah, he tries to jump, and you'll take that trade, right? The cross-cut DP is fine.
Definitely worth it to get out of the corner like this. You can see the way Four Fills has already turned the momentum around off that.
Dude, the defense was so good from Deku at the start, respecting the portal. But again, dealing with this burnout incredibly well. And I love that, too, from FlawlessDeku. Not afraid. And again, just recovers completely. That was so strong. Four Fills didn't want to take a risk. And then goes right back in when Deku feels a little more comfortable with the drive gauge.
And, man, look at the way JP can just nail you down to the floor and oppress you better than just about anybody once he has you in the corner.
Yeah, his corner pressure being insane is also super wild.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, his zoning, his corner pressure, his, like, I don't know. Give me the spreadsheet.
It's our thing. It's our thing.
Like, what do you mean he's got it all? Mr. Congeniality, man.
FlawlessDeku does have CA here, so that's gonna be enough to kill him off. Raw CA. Don't you dare send your shadow puppets at me, fam.
Ringe, I heard you talking about it. You were literally in the process of saying he has CA. You were the soothsayer, the prophecy foretold. We need you a Miss Cleo ball.
I was like, no, bro.
Dude, he hit him with magic cylinder. He's like, you die here, and he's like, take my damage.
Yes, sir.
Man.
That was wild. FlawlessDeku. That looked like a modern reaction too. That's what's nuts. Like that was instant. He saw the yellow light flash. He says, I'm running it.
I love raw Luke CA too because the damage chunk on the one hit is
so
absurd.
Dumb. It's so dumb. You're like, am I dead? And you take like 100% damage. You're like, what just happened?
And then he just looks at the camera after, and you're like, yeah, you're the main character, all right.
I'm him.
Oh yeah, I got caught committing a little bit too
Yeah,
heavy.
the life's getting pretty low. Doesn't fall for the cross. I'm just holding the parry button, but this is looking bleak.
Oh no! He tried to command grab, but not quick enough.
He did the double drive impact. I'm not 100% sure. I mean, maybe looking for a back throw. I have no idea, and it just doesn't pay off. He burned himself out. That was weird. That had to be a misinput.
Yeah, it was a weird situation, but again, this is early enough in the set that it's like you can try and recover. That mistake isn't the most detrimental.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the game advantage already, right? Shouldn't bother him too much. Holding down the parry. I know parry's got me if nobody got me.
True. Old Faithful.
Oh, tried to press a button after the parry this time, though. Gets cut off for Phil's excellent structuring of the offense right now.
Oh man, he is just letting them rip. You're not going to get in for free.
Yeah, so dang difficult, but again, goes for the charge flash.
I really like it against JP too, right? Because like they're so confident, their drive rush stuff buttons, but that's still not going to save you from tying up the set.
Good stuff. Just cashing out on the level 3 here. 1-1 on the board. Poor Phils may have gotten beat down by that critical art in the first game, but you can't get them every time. You gotta have more than those one read decisions, the one reaction decisions. That's how fighting games play out. Let's see. They're like onions. They have
Push full screen, drive rushing back in, but getting caught at the tail end. The spike quite wasn't off the screen yet. That departure is so strong.
Oh man, juggle points.
Yeah.
Rather the forward heavy kick after. Oh, it hurts.
Oh, again, gets the parry. A couple more drive gauges back, and I love that OD amnesia that we get to see. Finds the grab in between. Or Phils. Only needs one more touch, but about to burn out. You gotta be so careful here.
Okay, going for the stand medium punch just to catch him out of the air. But I really love that decision. The OD Ghost guaranteeing that he could get the spike afterwards. It was a great expenditure of meter from Phils there.
Swing. Trying to catch Phils putting out one of those buttons early. Seen a lot of that strategy from FlawlessDeku.
Again, gets the 2 portals set up, and now it's time to shine. Take down even more of that drive gauge, and we're seeing it. Phils is starting to go back to the crouch heavy punch instead of going for the perfect parry anti-airs.
Wow. Wake up. Give me some breathing room.
Yeah, I respect it. I like that. I like the attempt there from Phils, you know, walking into a range where he would let him challenge, hoping the spike might catch him. Just a little bit out of range there, but he's still, well, he's a little bit down on life now. Things might be turning around for FlawlessDeku this round.
Yeah, I was impressed Deku got into that sweet spot where it was like right after the first crystal popped and out of range of the second.
Oh, yes.
Oh, the suppressor catches the button. Yeah, spin that joint.
Worth the spend right there to make sure we kill. Beast mode might have been able to do it, but again, want to make sure that goes out. Not 100% sure if it would have connected at the end of that combo route. But now, Phils has the meter advantage. If you burn out Deku, it is going to look rough, and it's already starting poorly.
Smart.
Yeah, not a ton of damage, but taking that ever important drive gauge. He was close to almost only 3 bars left, but the parry's helping him out.
Yeah, FlawlessDeku, he was actually able to get away with a hold parry into drive rush earlier because he's been mixing in this flash knuckle nonsense.
Yeah.
So it's interesting the way he's approaching this. Oh, what a whip punish.
Yes. Really, really great buffer there off of that stand medium kick. Okay, controlling space here with these spikes. And there, yes, that's been his tried and true really in every matchup. He understands how strong that is as an option, you know, when people are trying to deal with drive rush.
Yeah, he absolutely loves throwing that out. The neutral jump works out. This time goes for the low. And now Phils has one decision in the corner. How do you escape? And you do not. The crouch medium punch. Again, the right arm of the Forbidden One is too dang strong.
Money burn right there, yeah. And Phils, you just got caught hesitating after the stand jab, right? It's not like Luke can really chain after that, but sometimes you just let those things slip through the cracks.
And double jab into the swipe. Now again, putting him full screen here, but so far FlawlessDeku has been pretty comfortable. He's defending well enough. He's managing his drive gauge, so he's not really getting burnt out compared to, you know, how some other players might struggle against JP. And he's making these key explosive moments just like this really count.
Oh, but again, Fort Bills has just been consistently checked in the corner here. That was such a deep meaty, my God. And no, went a little too early with the suppressor. Still not even that bad. The grab comes out, one more touch. Will do it for Bills. He sent it, but it didn't reach.
Okay, okay, if he can actually land some of this level 2 here.
Nah.
Yeah, he's able to just block it out. Really great defense there from Deku. You can see that he's zoned in, and his confidence is, seeming insurmountable going into this last round.
Yeah, nice timing on his reversal button. Oh, and the drive rush suppressor punishing the recovery across medium punch. That was nasty.
Dude, and now Fort Bills is getting afraid to anti-air. These safe jumps are becoming so consistent from FlawlessDeku. Strung up.
He's out of there. Yeah, that drive rush conversion. A little bit of damage here. Goes for the reset. Didn't hit him with the low. And now FlawlessDeku using that stand medium kick, crouch medium punch, something to get out of the corner. And one more touch can seal the deal.
These drive rushes have been so effective now. The establishing like the early drive rush flash knuckle. He's sweeping. You can tell Fort Bill's a little frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
He's got a chance.
He tried to parry. He burned himself out.
And the thing is, he has level 2 now, which means this is a potential unblockable if he's able to get it set up appropriately. He jumped back so that it wouldn't be over, and the crouch light punch gets it done. I love that decision from FlawlessDeku. He knew if he did not get that jump and take the quick little reset that he was going to get unblockable and die. So him jumping out, getting that quick reset because it was an air hit, gave him the opportunity to press back. So he went down swinging, and he's moving on in the bracket. So very good stuff. Fort Bills definitely had a chance there at the end, but FlawlessDeku had labbed those situations in the matchup. Like not only with the first jump back after the parries, but in burnout with that second jump back, and it just the preparation was so good.
I think a lot of the time from the defensive position in situations like that, which FlawlessDeku was, a lot of the time you're looking for the opponent to drive impact you, right? You're burned out, you're back to the corner, whatnot. And he didn't have enough health to actually survive a drive impact. So I think that's what kind of encouraged the crouch jab wake up too, right? He's like, if he's doing that, I'm still going to kill him anyway. So great risk reward management right there from FlawlessDeku.
Yeah, I agree entirely. I really think he is like a cerebral player. He's somebody who puts a lot of time into understanding the different situations you can be put in, understanding the game's kind of flow chart. And again, we saw that when the game was first coming out, he was the person who was on the ground doing the work, letting people know, okay, this is how it's to be played, and it's really carried over. So with that being said, he will secure his spot in losers finals. He's not quite at the grand finals, but he does get to challenge Problem X to see who can face off against EndingWalker and try and get the lion's share of these points today.
Again, EndingWalker is sitting at the top of the table. Just, it looks untouchable. And the thing is, like, in the first rounds, FlawlessDeku completely obliterated, right? Same thing with Problem X. So who gets the chance to fight EndingWalker now? And I mean, that's the story. And EndingWalker has looked untouchable, whether it be on the Ryu or the Ken. Just picking the right tools for the job. And I think I love that mentality too, especially from a younger player where he's like, yeah, I'm going to play this here and play this here. We see that happen in other games all the time, right?
And the fact that he's like doing it in such a nuanced way, right? Like he's switching between Shotos. Like it's very much like only one or two options that he's exploiting in these certain matchups. Like, it's wild.
Just slightly moving the needle, but we're going to see who moves on here. Losers finals. Deku versus Problem. We're going to see who moved on. That was so good, dude. His DPs are nuts.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
He's got great reactions. Off of the suppressor. All right.
Yeah. I think that's a really great habit that players have started to pick up when they create those negative situations. They're just buffering the parry because if you press, you're literally setting yourself up for another poor situation. It's just too good. Covering your bases.
All right, now we see Problem here swinging, trying to connect something, and it's either, on block going to net him more drive gauge, or more importantly, actually get the knockdown where he can gain some space and extra drive gauge back. But it's all about figuring out how to place your buttons and your attacks so that you can manage that burnout and be in a healthier position.
Yep. Yep, gonna spend the level 1 here. Nice. It's more than enough to kill. Single hit confirmed. Well, not a single hit confirmed. Actually, no, it was. I'm like, that was a lot of hits from the super. Double, yeah.
Double.
That's SoCal special. The double.
Animal style, bro.
That's right. That's how Luke goes.
And blocking the overhead. There it is, the perfect parry, swinging with the medium punch. Okay, there's the knockdown into the command grab, and that's so much damage.
Yeah, wake up with it. Get off me.
That's not problem. As you can see, not just gonna throw out the Superman punches, already been reacting to the DPs, trying to construct the way to get in.
The walk and block and makes the perfect parries. And the check on the drive rush immediately. Absolutely problem.
And look at the damage. He's only going to have about maybe 5-10% left. This is such a great position for Problem X to be in. And that's all started because he was ready at the hip. He is shooting that 6-shooter and stopping FlawlessDeku in his tracks.
It really felt like a duel at high noon. Like, who was going to make the wrong move first, right? They were both just kind of like walking back and forth.
Where's the red flower
Menace.
tumbleweed on the ground, man? Yeah, dude, the armor is too good.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us, partner.
Dude, the lion is watching too, so if somebody doesn't pull their weapon, he's eating.
True.
He's like, I'm looking, man. You better throw those hands. Oh wow, was that a throw? Was he trying to catch a driver
like a
throw
throw.
potentially? Maybe.
Very interesting from Problem X.
Okay, slowing things down here a little bit. There it is. Jump in with the heavy punch. Let her know that she does not get to just walk around neutral for free. She's got to worry about that, considering the kind of suspect anti-air.
That backdash got clipped right there. FlawlessDeku isn't able to close it out yet.
Ooh, and again, the patience right here. FlawlessDeku playing so well in Burnout. We've seen it in pretty much all of his games. And Problem X is still the one at the deficit trying to find a way. There's no level 3 or critical art in the bank as well to close this out in one fell swoop. There it is. The walk down the whole way. The longest yard. Oh,
Dude,
man.
that was so far. Okay, gets a safe jump, and I love that.
Plus 2, yeah. It was only +2. It wasn't going to be a real punish.
It's tough. You can only block for so long until you're worried about the throw. And, you know, when you're that low in life, it becomes a real 50-50. If you just guessed wrong. Happens to the best of us.
Taking the throw here, tries to parry this time into getting tossed again. Backdash, and then catches the suppressor. Nice safe jump, catching Flawless, not blocking his legs.
Baiting it out this time. Trying to fish for a DP. Deku not biting just yet. There's DP again, reacting to every single Superman punch. So dang good.
That's why.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say that Problem had taken it off the table for a little bit, and then it's still, as soon as he puts it back on, right, DP was there.
What do you mean?
I was just gonna say, like, if you're gonna fight Marisa at a high level, you have to have that reaction, right? You have to stop the Superman punch, any of the charge stuff with DP.
No way.
Nice
Yeah, that is
drive impact. Problem X with the answers.
That is so dang good. And that was Deku overextending. You know, you want to just catch them out off guard. Maybe they're not going to react at the level 1. But Marisa is one of the characters that has a meterless option to deal with it. I don't need drive gauge. I can armor through it. That was so smart.
Oh man, tried to walk back, and that's, you know, that's like the very crux of Street Fighter 6 is that crouching medium kick buffered into the drive rush. That's how you get the party started for most characters.
Level 1 here. That's gonna burn him out. Problem X. Be looking real good here. Has the pressure in the corner. What are we gonna do with it?
Okay. Oh, he got caught. That does put you in a throw mix-up, but he doesn't bite.
Oh, this time you don't have the armor to get through that. You did not react to the super. Very good stuff, Problem X, evening it up. So dang good. Yeah, dude, in neutral hurt chef. Oh,
He
man,
tried. Just a little bit late on that whiff punish there. It is tough. It's not an easy thing to do with a lot of characters. Jumping in with that jump fierce again. Did not hit. There it is, the mash with the stand medium punch target combo. Such a strong, you know, maybe the best reversal in the game.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right arm of the forbidden one. That crouch medium punch. So dang good. Problem at staving off this burnout. These parries on the charge. Knuckle, the jump in was so... Gauge, it's actually block string.
Okay. Oh man, he let the drive gauge go down pretty low. Able to get a knockdown there, but he is looking unhealthy. Just out of range there and gets the hit anyways. Problem X putting another round on the board.
Big stuff from Problem X right there.
And the thing is, too, we've seen in that last round, Problem X started to get those air-to-airs instead of going for the anti-airs, and that's making Deku a little bit more hesitant on the jump forward. And Problem.
He's doing a good job representing the air-to-airs and the parries now on the jump
Yep.
ins.
Gotta have it all. No DP this time. Uh-oh.
Problem X has done such a good job figuring out the range that he wants to like jump over these fireballs. He's gotten so many of them in the last like match and a half.
Yeah, huge jump ins, even bigger rewards for Menace off them. Wake up with it again. FlawlessDeku, not going quietly into the night.
Let's see, stuck in the corner again, and back to the well. Send my man straight to the ground, kick him to the dirt. I'm the queen, baby. All right, remember, that's King Kong of the streets, Queen Kong.
Queen Kong, I like that. I like that. Oh, yeah, that low, that is the super important button in this matchup. Make sure that you stop her charged attempts. You know, it doesn't let her get to walk out of pressure for free. And now there's the safe jump. What's it going to be? Okay, going again for the Abare, but did not find anything out. Now we're back to neutral.
That was real good from Deku, just parrying that whole sequence right there. And that takes a lot of your drive meter if you don't parry it. And a beautiful whip punish off the Gladius.
Oh, yeah. Walk down, a little bit of a walk back there. Catching the counter hit, perfect parry, gets a huge back throw. And this is where things can fall apart so dang fast. Only 2 bars left.
Chunk drive meter, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, the suppressor. So strong. It was a menace in Street Fighter V, and that has not changed in this game.
Yeah, drive rush jab, it's so hard to defend against. It's so hard to make the right choice after, especially when you've got something like the suppressor to throw in.
Yeah, all the options in the back pocket, and the meaty drive impact. You don't get the most damage, but now Problem's got to be second guessing in the corner. Nothing to guess about here. Let's keep this pressure on, and the bait on the throw. Straight to the corner you go. Problem X needs one more solid touch to really put Deku on a set point.
That's the beauty of that level 3, man. It doesn't matter where you are on the screen. You are getting sent all the way to the other coast, and now with your back to the wall, how are you possibly going to come out of this one on top?
I love that. That was so good. Stand medium kick. Stand medium kick. Move forward. Try me.
That was the round ending buttons.
Yes, sir. Shades of Abel, Street Fighter 4.
That's the fresh maker.
Okay, blocks the overhead here, but there it is, the perfect parry. And not much damage out of here, but most importantly, you get the mixture afterwards.
FlawlessDeku tried to escape. There's nowhere to run.
Oh, he wasn't ready.
Nice. Oh, but the burnout. Problem X playing a little bit further back, knows that a back throw will lead to a terrible situation, but now we're back to mid-screen here.
And Menace again trying to move after blocking the plus frame flash and go in burnout. He did not have any position.
Yeah, hell, in burnout, that's probably like +7.
Yeah.
Again. Nah, no shot. You're dead. You're dead. You make that one mistake, and I mean, that's the downside, right? You're a bit 2+.
I was gonna say that was the 2+, right, for the throw.
The classic.
Yeah. Man, that
So
punish
that was
counter.
Problem X 3-1?
Yeah, 3-1
I think
right
so,
there.
yes.
Oh
Yeah.
man,
And
I thought we saw the game to go.
No, it ended in the blink of an eye, and that's how powerful Marissa can really be. And I mean, looking at that punish counter damage at the end there too, it's like it catches you off guard how quickly these things can end. And Problem X gets the opportunity to move on and get a run back against EndingWalker, but EndingWalker hasn't dropped the game yet in this top 8. And I actually would love Fathership. I need you to tell me, has Problem X lost a game this tournament? That's what I need to know, because if you go,
Oh, you mean EndingWalker?
yeah, EndingWalker, my apologies, EndingWalker, not Problem X. I need to see like the entire path, because so far in top 8, 3-0, 3-0, and if we see another 3-0, like, I don't know, man, nobody can stop this kid.
Yeah, it's very realistic that he has not lost a single game in the entire tournament. So maybe we can get that information to the people. But right now, we are getting ready for that grand final. EndingWalker versus Problem X. He's going to get the run back. We saw Problem X start to experiment more with the air-to-airs and the parries for anti-airs in the losers finals. Hopefully that carries in the grand finals. Hopefully EndingWalker just doesn't read every parry attempt and like empty jump throw him. Also a real possibility. But we're going to see.
I looked it up myself. EndingWalker only lost one game his entire tournament run, and it was to AKA Jones, who lost to Pingutaro in top 8 losers finals. and it was a 2-0 from Pingutaro. So, AKA Jones, you are the second best player in this region right now. According to
Jones is good. Jones is good.
Yeah. And I love that too. So good. Problem X is going to have an opportunity to put a breadstick on the board. We're going to see how that plays out. Again, we loved watching what Problem was able to do in that last set, really showing the power that Marissa has in her hands. And I don't know, man. EndingWalker dismantled it once. Can you do it again? Or has Problem X hit the books fast enough to really bring it back to you?
And maybe he tries the Blanca too, right? Like for the heavy kick anti-air, we could see that, but I don't know. What were you gonna say, Mr. Mustafa?
Excuse me. I was just gonna say, I think back to last year, watching them like really duel it out across Salt Mine League and the World Warrior events. It was them in like grand finals very frequently towards the end of the year, and no matter what it was, like it couldn't really seem like Problem X found a spot to be comfortable defensively. It seems like EndingWalker, through either studying or just kind of his natural approach to things, has a really great way of like worming his way into Problem X's brain. So I'm hoping, like you had touched on, he's done the homework and has a little bit of a different approach, and it could be the Blanca this time around.
Yeah, he's gonna try it. We'll see how it goes. EndingWalker, of course, starting with the Ken again. That's what 3-0'd him in Winners Finals.
And this is our grand finals here for the third World Warrior here at Bracket Reset. And EndingWalker is trying to be the back-to-back-to-back ring holder. And I love that he's like, yep, I'll create the space. The confidence of this kid, he's like, I will win neutral every time. I'm okay with giving up the corner, is unmatched. And Problem X says, all right, I'll just win neutral.
Yeah, definitely. I like the way Problems are working so far. I didn't like the regular OD ball, but yeah, this kid's got reactions for days.
Yeah, unfortunately did catch him out of the air with the stand heavy punch and wasn't quite ready to confirm. But nevertheless, with that corner, while I was just about to jinx it, the corner position there gets into the favor of Problem X here, and now he's got these throw loops on deck.
Oh, try to catch him mashing, still not. The down back is getting tossed.
Plus frames. And again, EndingWalker, the first Dragon Lash we've seen, knows that he's trying to steal away these plus frames. No OD ball coming out of Problem X just yet. That was a guaranteed one on the Gen Rise, but just didn't swing. Ah, dude, it's so far.
The patience, that crouching medium punch, such a strong button. We talked about those round ender buttons, right? If that's one of them, it fits the bill. If the shoe fits, right?
Absolutely. Oh, and then jumping out after the drive rush jab. Very good defense for Problem. And he's got confidence in these jump back air balls because he's not even using OD.
Nice.
Ah, just out of range. No such luck with that crouching medium kick. Okay, but now the defense is there for Problem, yes.
And I like that too. What a punish! Oh, man.
Punish counter starter. That means he links the 5-framer. Can link the 6-framer after, too.
That was so dang good, too. And the run Tatsu, I love it. And now Problem finally busting out with the OD ball. Really like to see.
He wanted the crosscut, didn't get it there on the rainbow ball attempt. Okay, but now we're back to neutral, and there it is, the Dragon Lash again. We're seeing a little bit of adaptation. He's starting to pull that out a bit more.
Yeah, definitely like him using the Dragon Lashes, beats him to the punch, though. What a counter poke from Problem X. Yeah, I don't know. Leaves some damage on the table, but cancels it to the level 3 on the drive impact. Blows up the attempt. 1-0 already for Problem.
There we go. The Blanca adjustment has been so good so far, and that was very clean on the level 3 right there. EndingWalker gonna have to go back to the drawing board here. He's not changing into the Ryu, staying on the Ken. Want to see what he can do here. Wonderful whip punish, finding the opportunity with the drive rush.
Yep, taking the Oki there, getting the meaty crouch light punch. And now he had the shimmy, wasn't quite ready. He's still in such a prime position here to win the round. There's the punish counter throw, and now he's down to maybe 35%.
That's why Problem waking up with the OD Blanca ball, trying to give himself a chance to fight here. What a dodge on the jump.
Driving back onto the whole
again.
Yep. But again, Problem X super low on the drive gauge here. All it takes is EndingWalker getting one back throw, one touch. It's still locked down.
Gonna parry that. Okay, backing out of range, hoping that he wouldn't get clipped, but man, it does not matter. That Stand Fierce reaches so far.
That was wild. Man just ends up catching him in the air on the recovery. Still managed to pull out the kill combo. Well done.
Oh, yeah.
It's wild from both sides. The way though, the Problem X reaching again.
Oh no.
no.
God, drive rush jab. What can it not do?
Right, such a strong option. There it is, the Lightning Beast activation here, and I was gonna just take him coast to coast. Doesn't chase him down though with an up ball.
Jump fear stuck off.
Dead.
Double drive rush combo, most definitely dead. Level 2 to save some of our time. Thank you, EndingWalker.
Appreciate it. He may have the unlimited time glitch, but he knows that us old men don't. So he's
Have you guys seen his in-game title? It's like unemployed and invincible.
That's amazing,
Yeah.
bro. That's exactly what it should be.
So good.
That's crazy.
Props to Capcom for putting that one in the game. That's good stuff.
Try to go for the bait again, but still the throw comes out, not able to walk back in time. I love that he started to throw these Dragon Lashes. He's like, if you're Blanca balling, I'm Dragon Lashing, all right? I'm full sending it, and again, the walk back takes the safe punish counter, and now you're stuck in the corner, Problem X, but he bust out.
Yeah, he gets his hands off him, but at what cost? You're still in the corner. You don't get the side switch here. And EndingWalker, you know, he is so lucky that didn't hit.
The crouching hurt box saved him a little bit, looked like.
Okay, burnout. Oh, dude, but the reactions?
Oh, and then just straight up throw baiting him in the nooch. We don't even need to knock you down first.
Sheesh. He's in the driver's seat, you know, he's cruising with the top down. He's listening to his favorite song.
Nice, again, just stringing him up. The bait. The fact that he is just continuing to walk down, did he miss? I'm not sure. If he went for the shortcut, maybe he actually got the up input on the Dragon Lash, so he would jump roundhouse, but it doesn't matter. It's the next It's the next lash. Yeah. Oh, that was such a good punish. Damn.
Man, the confirm into the level 3. That stand light kick is so deadly as a buffer from Ken. It's like, it's got such good range. It's, you know, leads to great corner carry because of the nature of Ken's combos. And then in a situation like that, it's like you've got the level 3 locked and loaded, let it rip.
Man, 2-1 for EndingWalker now. Just jabbing the OD command throw attempt. Get off me, bro. Bomb X though, he just looks like he cannot find the rhythm of EndingWalker's offense right now. Jumping out, and you can see even hesitating on stuff like that. Finds the whiff punish, but nothing to follow it.
Dude, I can't. I like every single whip punish. He's just so every button is serving its purpose right now.
Yeah.
EndingWalker, God, and Problem X still finding these opportunities. Blanca Chen gets set up for the first time, and he just bust out.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that. He didn't have to do that.
He did. He did have to do it. That was nuts.
Slide. Problem X feeling a little desperate right now.
Yeah, the pressure's on. It's do or die right now. You've got a game, but man, EndingWalker just absolutely ready here to take this in a 3-1 victory. Problem X has to pull out all the stops if he wants to try and slow this down and actually get some momentum back on his side.
Went for the perfect parry, the run overhead as well, and again the whip punish, the huge roundhouse as a counter poke.
He knows when Problem's gonna press a button every time. Like, it's wild.
It's nuts. Like, I'm just thoroughly impressed with EndingWalker. And again, Problem X, even though he's been finding these opportunities, these small pokes, EndingWalker has just been winning every single situation.
And yeah, I mean, you can tell he can't get a read on him. Look at this again. Commits to the crouch button while he jumps. I haven't even seen a stand heavy kick anti-air, it feels like.
Oh my god. Did you see how far forward he walked?
Yeah.
He was in there, dude. He was in there, absolutely. Again, one decision and you die, Problem. Can you lock him down? What? He stole the corner.
Do we see a level 3? Is he gonna wake up with it maybe?
He might let it rip,
bro.
Oh, it's over. Just like that, the low forward into the super EndingWalker. Only losing 2 games the entire tournament. The 3-1 over Problem X after the 3-0 in winner's side. And that is your back-to-back-to-back champion. Production already ready. They had a feeling. They were like, man, this kid's pretty good. And they got the exact finisher, the Shoryu Reppa. So
We've
good.
seen
And
this
he
7
is
times in a
repping.
row, you know?
Yeah, I mean, hey, when you're ready, like, they don't even have to change the graphic. You know how much money and time he saved them? That's so good. Thank you, EndingWalker. You're helping the salary man.
God.
He's got 3 of them on the board this year. That is 8 in total over the last like 10 months. This kid's a freak. He's prodigious. He's a young savant. What more can we not say about him? And he's putting the old guard on notice. It doesn't matter if you were nice in Third Strike. It doesn't matter if you're nice in Street Fighter 4 or in Street Fighter 5. I am the future, and I am coming for that crown. I've done it once. I'll do it again.
Yeah, man. At the end of the day, I think one of the most effective strategies and what everybody tries to do when playing competitive fighting games is to make their opponent uncomfortable. And he is one of the best in the world at doing so. It's so tough to get a read on him, to catch the rhythm of decision making, where you can press buttons, where you need to block, when's he gonna bust out with an OD reversal. Man's is just a mystery, and he's still yet to be cracked or solved in this region. So he takes another first place because of that.
Yeah, and I mean, solving him isn't really that simple either, because he plays, it feels like the dial between his aggressive defense and his just really calculated reactionary offense. It like getting a read on it is he's not making like hard reads, he's not taking these high variance plays, he is playing so solid, so it's like you just have to react better than him, play more solid than him, and it's, or just snuff him out. Like, you get the right read against him, and I don't know.
I do feel like he'll make some hard reads from time to time. It's just that he's so right. Like, rarely, and we talked about it in his very first match, that even when he's wrong, the decisions he makes are so unorthodox that it makes you think about it for a second. And when you get taken out of your zone, that's a plus for him. That's something that's going to benefit him, not you. So he's just, the way he creates a tempo and pace, it's just different from everybody else.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think that hits the nail right on the head from both of you guys. It's his biggest strength as a player. You know, he's got the fundamentals. He's got the youth advantage where, like, you know, he has kind of a fresher mindset compared to somebody who's maybe been playing for the last 10, 15 years, right? And then on top of that, it is that unorthodox approach, and combine all those things together. You know what? Honestly, it makes me think of, and this is about the highest compliment you can be paid in the fighting community. It reminds me of like early days of Daigo. It's like you have these fundamentals, you have these like understandings of core fighting game mechanics, but then there's an unorthodox, you know, the Ume Shoryu idea, where it's like, why would you do that? But he understands the risk reward, he understands how is it going to shift the momentum mentally and emotionally, and just takes that all the way to the bank.
Yeah, wise beyond his years, right? The things that he kind of realizes about competitive fighting games and competition in general. It's just really cool to see somebody as young as him really burst onto the scene and be as good as he is so quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, again, if you put the work in, obviously the results will show. And hard work, definitely hard work and talent. When those two things come combined, it is so hard to match. And like, he's studying well, he's doing the right practice, and he is, getting the results that are really proving that. Whether I mean, he was playing Honda, then he's playing Ryu, now he's playing Ryu and Ken.
Right.
Like, I don't know, man. Like, and you see, it's like he makes his Ryu look as strong as his Ken looks, and that's like disturbing. It's like, wow, I'm terrified of both these Shotos for different reasons.
And again, it just shows such an advanced understanding of the game when he's switching between two Shotos, right? Like, it's not even like he's doing it Ryu and then Kimberly, right? Like, where it's like opposite sides of the spectrum. You're trying to find like a certain thing about a matchup. No, it's just like these little things that one character has that another character doesn't, even if the rest of them are similar, that he looks to exploit. And it's just wild to see that understanding.
Yeah, and with that being said, we do have to remind you guys one more time, this is the World Warrior event, so we still got a couple more to go. You know, we are not at the finish line quite yet. There are 2 more events that will be coming up, and whomever secures their spot in the top 8 finals, you know, gets the most points to guarantee they're going to make that final. They'll play for the spot for Capcom Cup in November, and that happens all over the world. So if you guys haven't signed up yet, be sure to do that in your respective regions. You can check that on start.gg, and just look for like World Warrior. I'm not sure exactly what the URL is. There might be a thing for it in the chat. But
Again,
production was trying to get in my ear, but yes, take it away.
Yeah, you can also
you can find all the information on CapcomProTour.com. It actually has the drop down for all the CPT events that are online, has all the drop downs for the World Warrior events, and it has them listed out there in all one consolidated place. And it also has the France qualifier that is going to be coming up in November. And if you join, you get this amazing t-shirt. Here comes a new challenger, bruh. And there it is. You got to pick them up once you enter. Everybody gets a special t-shirt. You don't want to miss out. You're not going to be able to get it anywhere else. And it's beautiful. It's purple, just like the logo. Get your Monon on, representing the France scene. Make sure you're there for Paris Games Week, man. Like Friday, November 3rd to the 5th. So make sure you get there. And you better not play the 5th. You better talk about it, man. All right? That's what's going to happen.
And I'm glad that they picked the proper Manon costume, too, for the shirt.
It's so good. So good.
So good. All right, y'all. Well, thank you for joining us for this World Warrior number 3 event. It's been a good ride. Before we get out of here, I want to give each of y'all the platform real quick. Say your last words, Mr. Mustopheles. What you got to say to the people?
Just, of course, it was a pleasure to be with you guys, bringing the finest UK action. It was fantastic to see EndingWalker continue his streak. All the people dominating and, trying to vie for that last spot there, trying to get their way into the top 8. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you guys again soon. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right, Jake, what's up, man?
Hope you guys enjoyed the show. If you love Street Fighter as much as I do, please support each and every one of these events. Go to your locals, enter your World Warriors. I want to see you guys all show up, guys and gals and non-binary pals. It's important because you're all represented here in Street Fighter, and you can show how strong you are and what you have to show the world as a World Warrior, just like EndingWalker. So keep showing up to tournaments, keep playing, keep enjoying the game, because you make this all happen. And I just love fighting games, man. I hope you all love fighting games as well. Ringe, what do you got to say to the folks?
I need my red coats to go out to WSO when it opens back up again, right? I know it's on a break right now, but big ups to WSO. It's one of my favorite weeklies to watch. I know Logan had to shut it down for a little bit because y'all weren't getting enough people, so I need y'all from the region. It looks so sick. I would love to go to that weekly, but I'm across the pond, so please do it for me. Check it out. It's always hosted right here on the Reversal channel as well. So when that opens back up, be on the lookout for it. Check Logan's Twitter to make sure you're on the haps and all that. But yeah, man, thank you to the production crew as well for holding it down and having us 3 Americans. UK and Ireland. Until next time, y'all, be good to each other and be good to yourselves. Peace out.
See you guys.